Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Roll Hit Die Presents our Wednesday night game of TORGanized play. Before I hand this off to Mark to jump us back into some more Unhallowed data, however you want to pronounce it. First, typical shout-outs for Roll20, which is what we're using in the middle of the screen there, that gives you an idea of where the bad guys are at, what the card play ends up being, and situational awareness for our players, as well as share artwork from the Ulysses Spiel books. I also like to give a shout out to Hero Forge. Currently, I don't think any of us are using a Hero Forge created token. I might be one or two up there, but Hero Forge allows you to create a custom token of your, whatever design you want to use. Using weaponry, clothing, posability, and you can put more than one item on there. I want more character on there. You can actually go from Wild West to futuristic, which is perfect for a TORGanized play type game where your characters can range from any different cosms whatsoever. Go to heroforge.com and check them out. If you're a subscriber, you can turn it into a digital version that you can use in digital games, like with our Roll20 or Foundry or Fantasy Grounds, I believe is the third one. Let's see. I also like to give a shout out to Gooey Cube, who is another person we've used on several of our 5th edition style D&D games. If you haven't had a chance, go to check out gooeycube.com. They've got a wide variety of things they've created over the years, including things that have been added by the community itself, such as other DMs and other players. Currently, Chapter 5, the Red Star Rising campaign, has come to me in the mail. I have it sitting over to the side. So that'll be Chapter 4 and Chapter 5 that we will be jumping back into sometime in the future. It's just a matter of getting the players together to do just that. Let's see. We also have 2 sponsors. One is Humble Bundle. If you go to Humble Bundle and put in the code ROLLHITDIE, you'll get a percentage off, and we'll get a little bit of a kickback for that. At least that's what I've been told. Also, you have, I think it's Debbie. It's an energy drink that does not give you the jitters. It's another scenario where you can put in the code ROLLHITDIE and get a 10% off of your purchase. Those are the only 2 sponsors we currently have at this time. Let's see, if you're watching us on Twitch, granted it has been a little bit. If you're watching us on Twitch, you can look down in our bio. You'll notice down there we have a link to the Extra Life campaign. You can click on that at any point in time throughout the year to give to the Children's Miracle Network when you can and when you'd like to. We also have a link to our website, rollhitdie.com, which has a shop in it that Marcus Scott, one of our other players on some of our other games, has been working on. You can get Vampire the Masquerade type outfit, or you can get the symbol at the bottom right hand corner of your screen that's on a shirt or a mug or even a rug if you just want to wipe your feet on our symbol. We don't care as long as you're paying the money for the object. It's all yours to do with what you please. Also, if you're watching us on Twitch, down below you'll notice what looks like a little bubble next to the chat bar. The longer you watch us, and I believe the algorithm is participate in the chat, you can collect more points that way. And those points can be turned around and spent to cause chaos in any of our, and I have to say it this time, D&D style games, because we have a 3.5 that has a wide variety of things that you can throw at us. Like, I don't know, out of nowhere there's a fireball that just pops up, whether it be from the players or from the creatures. And there's some other things you can check on. If you click on that bubble, it'll give you a list of them, and you can add chaos to any of our D&D style games. TORGanized play, as well as Mutants and Masterminds, does not have anything yet, because we've not really come up with anything that catches us as far as being able to
fix that. I'm gonna fix that, Dan. I'm tired of not having chaos. We'll fix that.
Just remember, whatever chaos you throw, can throw back at you later. Just a reminder. I think that's about it as far as I'm concerned. I know Liam and Mark's got possibly a little bit of announcement they can give out, and then we'll hand it off to Mark.
Yes, check us out on the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings, either on YouTube. You can watch us on the Ulysses International channel every Tuesday, or most every Tuesday. We drop an episode talking about anything and everything Torg. If you prefer it in a podcast format, you can go to your favorite podcast place and listen to us there at the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings. We had just wrapped up, I believe it was Isle Cosm cards, so we did 2 parts of that, cards 1 through 10, and then cards 11 through 20. It's fun. We talk about, as I said, anything and everything Torg Eternity related.
And we answer your emails too, so if you got questions, like, how do you do this, or what does this mean, or anything that comes up, or why did you say this? Because I thought it worked this way. Sometimes we kind of get confused.
We get
And
excited about Torg.
excited, yeah. So send us
And
your emails. We'll read them. And
assume things or
yeah, it's fun. Like, okay,
yeah.
yeah, I screwed that up. So whatever. Moving on. Yeah.
So that is at torgdcd@gmail.com, where you can email us for the Torg Eternity Delphi Council debriefings, not here TORGanized play roll hit die separate.
Yeah, correct. Delphi Council debriefings.
Ooh, fancy schmancy
schmancy.
tortillas.
Yeah.
I want one.
We want fancy schmancy.
Are we
So
sharing?
for the viewers who didn't hear any of that conversation, my daughter brought me dinner and made a comment about the tortilla she used in the whatever she brought me. Fajitas. There you go. Hence the
English is Dan's second language.
Huh? Dan doesn't have a second language. Dan's second language is sleep.
Food is Dan's first language.
I'm trying not to be. But yes, I like my food.
Me too.
I mean, if you can't tell by looking at the screen, some of us do like our foods.
As Crocodile Dundee said, yeah, me and food, we be mates. Wait, that's a misquote.
Yeah, I don't remember which movie that was out for, but I'm sure it was one of them, maybe. Alright, so we all good, Mark? You ready to roll?
Yeah, let's roll.
Alright.
Literally.
Well, it's all yours.
All right, so we closed out Act 1 last time. We're still in the laboratory. In the process of going through the Abbey, you found out that 5 of the monks had taken some books and gone off to another Abbey somewhere else. And in the process, Inspector Giles showed up, and Giles Destine, and you guys were kind of, well, you lied to him a little bit. Jerome specifically lied to Giles, telling him you were going somewhere else. And that was somewhere around the point where we figured out we needed to go to, Montbard, I think. And we were figuring out how to get there in the train, etc., etc. And so we were on the train to Montbard. And go ahead, let's get the card thing done real quick. You guys can go ahead and manage that. Dan's only got 2 possibilities. Why is that thing, Dan? Here, have
Good
one.
question. Maybe I just didn't realize I was missing one. And we were up to 5 cards, right?
You are under glory. You had several glorious results. I believe Charlemagne had a glorious deja vu, which Electo documented, and then Crag gloriously cast Hellfire. And I don't remember who documented that one.
Okay. I can check. I just don't have Crag brought up.
That's
right
okay. We are at 5 cards, so Charlemagne wants to pull up his 5 cards. And Electo.
I was going to wait a minute until I saw everybody else had drawn, so it wouldn't. Okay.
I was kind of doing the same thing, but that's fine.
So
That never happens. Roll 20.
All right, Jim is done. I'll get mine.
Electo documented Jerome. Jerome documented Charlemagne's, and Electo documented another one of Charlemagne's. So we didn't have one where Crag did anything last session.
I had Crag gloriously casting Hellfire. Was that not Crag? Was that
Well, I guess I
Charlemagne?
didn't put it in then.
No, I have no Hellfire. I do psychic stuff.
Okay, well, you share that with me and I'll put it in my list. Apparently I overlooked it or was busy doing something else when it brought up. I'll go back and check.
I listed Electo, and you can, if you figure it out, just let me know and I'll adjust my my notes later. So all right, let's see. Cosm cards. Go ahead and grab your Cosm cards.
Which there's 2 decks there.
Yeah, we're not Korth. We're Cyber Papacy.
All right.
Yes, Cyber Papacy dominant.
Okay.
Now, before we get much further, does anybody get an Inspire? Take that as
I
Not
did.
I.
have a master plan, so if anybody got that particular card, want me to.
All right, let's see. I see everybody's got calling. Anybody got to play immediately? I don't think there's that many in Cyber Papacy, if any.
There are some, you're correct, not many.
If you're going to drop it, just wait until we switch tabletops.
I was going to ask Charlemagne. Does Charlemagne cast spells?
No, psionic.
Psionics, okay.
Pre-talk.
Then I have to wait for Jerome to show up again.
And mine are miracles, so it doesn't count the same way.
Well, Jerome is not currently going to be with us for the beginning of this, so if you're if you got the card that says if nobody has it.
Oh no, it's this is the keeper one.
Okay. You're like, oh no, I'm holding on to this one. All right, so we're on the train to Montbard. Specifically, we are going to see the Abbey, the Fontenay Abbey there, which is where all of your information told you that the brothers from this abbey had traveled to. And as you are driving up there, let's make sure I'm on the right.
You are correct, Mark, as far as that was concerned. It was a melee attack and a Hellfire.
Okay.
And it was a 74 on the roll. I don't know who documented it, but yeah, it was a hell of a hit to cause 2 shock for each one.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know who'd you say did it.
I'm putting Electo down because we got Electo documented one, and I think I want to say for some reason, Jim, you did it again, but I don't know that that's.
Yeah, Charlemagne rolled a 64 on a Deja Vu and Electo documented. I got that one, but I did not have the one where Crag, unless nobody documented and I just happened to roll a 60, but I don't think that's the case.
Maybe you self-documented. Oh, you know what? That's what it was.
Yes, because that was hey, you rolled high and you were under a reality storm, wasn't it? So doesn't he get a?
Yeah, it was no glory. It was just Eilish magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so no glory, but Eilish magic. And I don't know if we ever got that handled then. So anyway,
I thought I did. I thought I said it was. Oh crap!
No, flaming battle axe.
Yeah.
We put flaming on the battle axe. Yep, that's covered. All right, we're good.
It does like once an act or something.
Yeah, there just was no glory, but there was a glorious roll.
You got magic.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
So you guys are pulling in. Montbard's it's a short distance from Montbard to the Abbey, but as you travel in by train, you notice that the train tracks really are the only technological landmark that you can see. The countryside begins to devolve into much more medieval French countryside rather than cyberpapal technologically advanced countryside, and it's almost as if it stepped back in time. The train tracks, you've got, clearly you've got power because you're on the train going in. You still got connection to the GodNet. Do we have a cyber decker? Then is Charlemagne a deck? Got a deck?
I think Jerome had the deck.
Jerome had the deck. I thought we had 2.
I thought there was 2.
Charlemagne's muted, so I don't know. Rod's not.
I was on mute, and I was standing behind my desk, and I'm shouting. I'm like, why can't they hear me?
Same reason we never can hear you.
Yeah.
Or we always can't hear you. Did you have a deck?
Oh, yeah. I've been a decker since day one.
Yeah, I thought so.
Oh.
So you've still got a connection to the GodNet the whole time. You're using the train's Wi-Fi, and it doesn't seem. But the towers, the cell towers, and all of that disappeared. The holographic propaganda and whatnot of the church is no more. You have seen some large placards or painting on the side of buildings, but it's old school painted, and it's not holograms. But it's all it all still fits that whole. Everything seems to be well tended. The crops are orderly and neat. They're doing well. It's forested. The trees seem to be well tended. even where this is clearly a wild forest, there's no sign of disease, that kind of thing. Um, it just seems to be an oppressive, or not, excuse me, a reduced level of technology. And then the train seems to move into what's more of an oppressive forest. It gets thicker and denser. Um, the farming fields disappear into the undergrowth and the trees. You're still connected to the godnet, but you pull in the train station. There's cobblestones, and the train station is kind of a juxtaposed against the village because the train itself is high technology, but the platform seems to be, the bare minimum that the technology of the town could provide and still look like a medieval town. Cobblestone paths lead away from the platform. There's no electric lights beyond what the train has, though it doesn't seem to be any on the buildings. You can see any cameras or other electric. There's no lines running, electricity to them or anything like that. But there does seem to be a commotion in town, as you can see a man who is strapped to a cement post in the shape of a cross, and he just looks beleaguered and haggard, and he's slumped over. He's clearly tied to the cross itself with his hands around the backside of the post. And the villagers that you see, we're coming on towards nightfall. The villagers are all stacking wood at the feet of this man he's on a wooden platform elevated, and they're piling bundles of twigs and sticks. Some people are bringing logs, other people are bringing bundles of sticks. Children are laying single sticks up against it, but everybody seems to be putting some wood up against there as you disembark from the train. And as you do, a shopkeeper approaches you, and he says, will you be in town tonight for the burning? You can pick up some wood from the forest around town. It's just a kilometer walk, but be careful if the sun's going down. Alternatively, I'm selling wood cheap, just a few francs. It's safer that way, saves you the walk.
Why are you going to burn him? What has he done?
He's been convicted. High crimes.
What crimes?
Why, he had forbidden items. He was summoning demons. People have been missing, and he's to blame. It's all been very proper, you understand. We followed church law. We did it quite proper. Who's got a? Let's see. Charlemagne, give me a know something roll. Scholar.
Sure. I had asked Craig while we were on the train, but I think Dan missed the whisper about healing.
Yeah, you did. I did miss it because I was on a different page.
If you'd like to go ahead and kick that roll off, Craig, go ahead.
Oh yes, sorry.
-1, only 1 wound.
Healing and only 1.
Is there any other prep work that anyone would like to do prior to arriving in Montbard, like a purchase? Cyber Papal only. Ooh, way to go.
I can trade you a thing, I think.
Give me a second.
No, here's what I'll do. No, that is not where it hurts. It hurts here.
Really? Well, you've got a very nasty spot right here. I thought that's where it hurt.
9.
That's a birthmark.
Yeah. All right. So, Scholar.
Get that checked because it looks a little infested.
I know things roll. The I know things roll seems less successful.
It is less successful, in the unsuccessful category.
Yeah, I do not have a willpower. Yeah, I think we're gonna leave it at that.
Okay. So, would you be buying some wood, or would you like to gather it yourselves?
No, I'd like to speak to Saman. We have special papers from the church. So we are going to speak to him first before you do anything.
Well, you're from the okay. Yeah, he kind of steps back a little bit as you say that.
He's probably suspicious, though, because, law of suspicion.
When you say that you're from the church, he does take his hat off and kind of clutch it in front of him in deference.
So, Electro, would you like to come with me to speak with this man?
Yes, we should. We can certainly go talk to him.
So, since you're already making the guy suspicious and all, I guess I'll go ahead and play this.
There it is. I didn't show the papers.
Oh, heightened paranoia. Play in a populated area, people there are on high alert. Intimidation, persuasion, and streetwise tests are hard. -4 until a glory card is played in that area. A mishap when using any of these skills alerts the church police. All player characters gain 1 possibility. Nice. Go ahead and get those.
Do we have the...
Do you have Cyber Pass? Oh, do you have them down at the bottom?
At the very bottom.
Scroll down, Dan.
Okay. I was thinking the macro that you got.
Thank you for making everything more difficult, Crag.
Hey, why not? I did it the other night in another game, so...
You sure did. Oh, you did it here too, didn't you? I thought when the...
no, Monday. My pirate did it in the second game he did.
Okay.
What was it? The intrigue or whatever the Isle card is.
Courtly intrigue.
Courtly intrigue, yeah.
Okay, so as you walk up towards the pyre, I assume everyone's walking up towards the pyre.
Sure.
Is anyone not walking up towards the pyre?
If the group is walking up there, I'll walk with them.
Okay, Craig, give me anybody with medicine. Give me a medicine roll.
All right. Let's see.
Nope. Should.
It was a decent roll, but I'm sure I need to higher than an 8.
Is that all you got?
I can give you an action. Make it
That's enough.
11. Math.
He appears to be heavily dehydrated, probably hasn't eaten in a while, and looks to be somewhat delirious to the point where any questions you ask will probably not end up with much value in the answers that he's capable of giving you at the moment.
So are we going to leave him just hanging around?
No, sir.
Rod, you're on the mute.
We're going to rescue him, I thought.
Okay.
Why are you taking the witch down?
No, we're not
She's
doing
to be
that
burned
yet.
tonight.
Oh, I'm afraid we're going to have to postpone his burning. It will happen, but, well, there is information that he has, and it is important that the church gets that from him. Don't
No,
worry.
he is the witch. We convicted him. He is to be burned tonight. Step
No.
aside. Step
No.
aside.
Where is your?
Coming up with his. He's got a farm implement. He is ready to push you aside physically.
Oh, I think you should step aside now. And I'll
Sir,
just kind
do you have
hold
your
the fist.
documentation of the trial?
Can I intimidate him?
You can if you'd like.
I am.
What evidence did you have for him being a witch?
Well, one of the other people comes up next and says, "There were bones. There were bones. They were covered up with. It's just evil." But no. Are you a 4-case contradiction when you intimidate?
I am not, but I am favored.
Okay. Favorite.
Oh, how's that?
That's pretty favored.
Wow.
Remember, that heightened paranoia.
I got a glory.
Oh, you do?
See,
I also have a
tell me
glory.
1.5 has got some shit that'll take care of that.
I got a couple of dramas too.
Go for it for you.
Yeah. I'll
Mark, did you like that response? Tell me 1.5's got stuff like this covered. He said, "No, I got a couple dramas. We'll throw that in there."
That's right. I was like, he's like,
Hey, Lehman, you want to drop one of those dramas and just pick up the hero, so we have a hero and a drama kind of later. There we go. And I did put the -4 in there for the heightened paranoia too. So last roll was 48. Boom.
Wow.
This might be the
Done.
best I've ever seen any one of these cards resolved.
I think so.
Like, hey, let's put this down. Wah ha ha. Okay, here's my glory. Oh.
All right, so I assume the drama that's on the table is the one that you just rolled.
That is correct.
Okay, so and I assume you're not going to pile on your 62.
Oh no, I don't need to.
Okay, and let's see. Pierre documented.
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
All right, well, I guess I'll go get a possibility.
Yeah, go ahead and get your cards and possibilities.
What just happened?
Damn, that was fast. I was looking forward to that too.
You're welcome, everybody.
Clearly, you spoke with a very priestly tone.
Oh no, everybody.
I ain't
I mean,
going
everybody
to-
backs away. The guy with he's like, ooh, we're sorry. How did you intimidate him?
Oh, I told him that for him to, he was like, "Oh, you should back away," and I'm like, "No, you back away!" And I pulled my fist out, the
up, get
Occultech fist.
Yeah.
Clearly, there's
They
something
seem-
wrong with your cyberware, and that's intimidating.
Is your occultech fit? You have a cyber arm?
Oh yes. Okay, yeah.
Okay, so they seem terrified of you. I
They
mean,
should be.
they are backing away, horror in their face, eyes wide, mouth agape, the whole 9 yards. They want nothing to do with you. They are terrified of your entire arc. Congratulations.
Oh, and then I'll go up and I will unhook the dude.
While you're doing that, I'm going to point to the guy and say, "You will refund us the wood you sold?" Yeah?
That guy's gone.
Oh,
They are gone. Doors are slamming shut. Curtains are being closed. The streets are vacant.
well, this is good.
I need to go back and figure out what. Apparently, I accidentally erased Electo's last roll. That was a deja vu from Charlemagne, I think.
That's what you had said, yeah.
I don't think the peasant folk will be bothering us now.
No, I don't think they will.
I'm taking a note. Cool.
It's like
All right, so you get him. You unhook him, and you get him.
You know, we could walk into anybody's house right now and take it over, right?
Well, why would we want to do that?
Yeah,
Oh, we need a place to stay, right?
I don't quite understand the thought process on that.
Yeah.
Water, please, somebody, water. His lips. Now that you're close and helping him, his lips are absolutely chapped and cracking. He seems to have been. He doesn't seem to have physically been misused, but they have deprived him of. Clearly, have not given him any. They've mistreated him very badly. I mean, they
Lads,
planning
give
on
him
burning
some
him.
water.
So.
Yes. Do you
Giving
have
him
water?
He kind of drops to his knees in whatever vessel you give him water in a canteen or an algae or whatever. He it's going down the sides of his face. He's just glugging it just straight away. Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, don't swallow. You'll get sick like that. Sip.
He's ignoring you. He's just, Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. They were gonna burn me. They thought I was a witch.
Why would
I'm
they
not,
think
you
you were a
know, I'm
witch?
not.
And
Well,
why did they think such a thing?
They misunderstood. They don't realize I hunt, you see. I mean, there's a reason for all the blood. And it was my cat. But I'm just
You should start from the beginning.
Did Usually a good place to start.
Well, he looks around. He says, "Let's perhaps so
You live here, right?
what?
I said you live
Yeah.
here, right?
I do. I
Let's go to
do,
your
but
place.
well, okay.
Could stay at his place. That
It's- I-
where.
Don't have room for you all, but
Didn't say live there.
okay. He begins to lead you out of town. It's not very far. When you get out to his cottage, it's right on the edge of town, right on the edge. It's kind of on that no man's land of you've got the built up stuff, and his cottage is a little run down, and it seems to be more. If you had to decide whether it was in town or in the woods, it's more on the I'm in the suburbs of the woods side rather than in the suburbs of the town side, if that makes any sense. And
The environ of the wood instead of the environ of the town.
yeah, he's yeah. And as you get out there, it becomes he becomes more furtive on the way out, and his pace noticeably slows as you get closer towards. I mean, you realize where you're going, and he's kind of looking. He almost looks like a trapped animal, a little bit. And he keeps looking at Borea, and then he looks at Pierre and Crag and kind of just he's staying away from Charlemagne.
Quick question: since he seems really worried about what we said, that we said we were from the church, but I suspect that what we did was actually a criminal act.
Yeah, probably.
Oh no, are you playing a card?
If it was a criminal act,
No. You are as far as you can tell, you were never challenged in town by anyone claiming the church authority.
okay.
And from everything that you've seen so far, you are the highest ranking church officials in town.
Okay.
You
Yeah.
have in fact. Oh, did Crag fix Crag?
Crag
He
got
did.
tired of Crag looking like Dopey, so yes. Yes, it cost me resubscribing to Roll20 to take care of it, yes.
I fixed it in the vault, but I didn't have access to fix it here.
Okay, so you fixed Crag. I will delete Dopey from the because that was just priceless. I like that a lot. I'll get rid of Dopey.
Just taking away Mark's fun.
I mean, if it
No,
takes a few more
that was
shots
okay.
from Jim in the back of the head, he might end up being Dopey.
No, he doesn't shoot that hard.
No, it's not the amount of time. It's not the hardness of being hit. It's the amount of times being hit. They do kind of build up.
More of a frustration, if you will. So you've not actually you don't really think you've committed a crime. In fact, Charlemagne, you're pretty sure you're acting on church authority as far as the villager's concerned. You exercise church authority.
Okay.
But you're pretty sure that there's going to be a report sent up to Cyber Papacy through the Godnet because you contradicted what appears to be, as far as you were told, you haven't looked into anything, but as far as you were told, they performed a proper investigation and convicted a witch, and they were properly executing the witch as per church doctrine, and you've now contradicted that without anything other than
Our
we're
sake.
taking him. Yeah, or your say so. So
Okay.
you've got a problem as far as that's concerned, and you recognize that. Just saying. So he's more and more furtive as you get out there. Go ahead and just hit me up with some find rolls.
No.
Oh yeah,
no.
Charlemagne's paying attention.
Crag's not.
Did you see what I did there, Craig? I just put the game in the feast.
Pierre's paying attention too. You guys, as you're approaching, there is a pile of bones in front of his cottage.
What's this bones? What is this from?
When you speak, he jumps like you scared him.
Oh, are you okay?
They just showed up. I don't know where they came from.
Oh, yeah? Okay, let me go and look. Do I think I can use psychometry to see if he's been messing around with these bones?
Absolutely, if you wish.
I do wish.
That's
So that
sufficient.
is a standard success.
That's
Um,
sufficient.
okay.
You get waves of supernaturally evil magic, and all you see is this gullet and throat and teeth and jaws as the bones come flooding past the jaws onto the ground, and slime covers the bones. And you can see this is like a superimposed image over the bones that you see on the ground, and you can see the state that they're in now, and you see where now that you see the how this originated, you can tell that the stuff that's crusty on the bones is what the slime kind of turned into.
Hmm.
um but you definitely can tell that magic has been used in some fashion, and it's supernaturally evil.
So these are evil? Why are you keeping them?
I'm not keeping them. They were just here, and then people came and took me away and claimed that this was my fault. That the people that disappeared, that I did this. I didn't. I didn't take anybody. I don't know what happened to them.
Hmm. I don't know who here is good at detecting lies. I might look at Electo, kind of raise an eyebrow, get his opinion. Muted.
I was trying to figure out the best way to do that, actually.
If Mark is up for it, I like evidence analysis combined with charisma.
I'm good with that. I was
I just
thinking
figured we'd
EA.
get Boria to hold him by his ankles over the pile.
999.
Boy just shakes his fist at him.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
just want to always admit to something.
All right, I can try that. I'm just looking to see if there's anybody I can borrow some evidence analysis from.
Won't be
Anybody who
Craig.
wants to make an evidence analysis roll outside of Jim's role, Jim is doing something different.
Okay, Jim, you can borrow
Feel
from.
free to make an EA
Yep.
roll. Charlemagne's cool. That's good enough.
Okay.
Uh, Charlemagne, you notice that on the exterior of the cottage there are um, frames that are consistent with what you would expect someone who traps and tans hides and trades in furs to have. There are a number of deer and other small game hides, fox and whatnot around that seem to lend credence to the statement he made earlier that he's just a hunter and a trapper. And these
Okay.
are not like, they don't look like props. They look like absolutely functional, designed to do what it's supposed to do kind of tools.
Okay. Very well. Then perhaps Craig, there's something you could do. Maybe you should bless the bones so that it will not be a problem.
Well, we've got Electo trying to work his evidence. You're a different role, Electo.
Yep. I know. I am going to probably shock myself a little bit as I try to steal some ranks from Charlemagne first.
Yep.
But
Your difficulty is a 15 now. Sorry.
I know. That's why I said I'm probably going to shock myself.
It's like, I'm gonna put any effort into this. So just try. Oh, look at that!
Oh,
Hey, there you
Sweet.
go.
So I will be trained on this evidence analysis roll.
You stole
All right.
one.
Oh, I know, but that's why I have a rank now.
Yeah. No.
All right, and we're gonna go off charisma. He said.
Yeah. Don't Jim the roll, because I'll laugh.
And then talk about it during the.
And then talk about it the next time we do a Delphi Council debriefing. Absolutely.
All right. Well, it's not quite a Jim. It's a decent roll.
Find it, Jim was an 11 roll. Jeez.
Yeah, I know, right?
I can trade you an action, Jim.
I help translate a little better, being French.
Being Pierre. France. That's enough. That's enough. So what are we going for here on the evidence analysis on the bones?
I'm trying to more look on for him to see if he's trying to if he's lying or hiding if he knows more about them rather than they just showed up and
He
kind
seems genuinely confused about the origin of the bones.
of okay.
Okay.
When
'Cause
he
it's just
says
They are
his
human
demeanor,
bones, though.
when he's afraid of Charlemagne, right? And he's been keeping his distance. But when Charlemagne asked him about the bones and why are you keeping them, he stepped into Charlemagne, and his voice and his demeanor completely changed to an insistence of his innocence, and he doesn't know what's going on.
Okay.
But they are human bones, right?
Yes, they are absolutely human bones.
Craig will go ahead and say a prayer to Dunod over the bones.
Okay.
And I guess, like bless them as Charlemagne was suggesting. When that's all said and done,
Okay.
I guess I can drop a hellfire on them and give them a proper cleansing.
Okay. That's it's done. Scares the heck out of Dominic. And he's like,
I will ask Dominique how, like, quickly what the time difference was between them appearing and then the people showing up to take him away. Like, as in, was it he just came out, noticed they were there, and then all of a sudden he's being grabbed to be taken?
they were banging on my door and it's just I don't know where they came from. Suddenly,
Okay.
that seemed to be the last straw.
The last shot, they have thought you guilty for a while, then?
Well, they were investigating things, and it's all mistakes. It's all mistake. And he's got that same tone. It's all mistake. They just misunderstood everything.
Yeah,
I mean,
we believe
and he's
you.
waving at the cottage when he says, "And the blood on the floor." I mean, I'm a trapper, and he's pointing at the frames. I hunt. I trade meat for food and other things, firewood and whatnot.
But you said it was a cat.
Moreau, I miss my cat.
Where's your what did you do to the cat?
Well, I didn't.
I hope you didn't skin the cat.
Well, you
Well,
kind of
there's
have
more
to
than
if
one
you're
way
gonna
to do that.
you kind of have to if you're gonna stuff it. I'm trying to learn to be a better taxidermist. You understand? But I didn't. The Moreau was my first attempt. It
Can I
didn't come
see?
out very well.
Show me.
Okay. He goes up to the cottage and he says, "It's remember, I hunt and I trap. That's why there's blood." He opens the door, and as you go in, it's dark in there. Do you have a light source?
I can have a light source. Yes. How about a
Any glow from the burning bodies?
a hover lamp? A hover lamp.
Hover lamp.
A hover
Okay.
lamp.
So the inside of his cottage is very austere. It is a trapper's cottage, dirt floor kind of thing. A man who lives alone. One open room with the sideboard over here with the basin for. I mean, medieval kind of rough hewn everything. All of the stuff is bushcraft, built out of billeted stick and wood that he's clearly uh, shaped himself with rough tools. There's a table. On the dirt floor. You can see where brown stains are, and it's always around. It's around the table, which clearly has it's got a bad smell in here because there's some meat on the table that he clearly was working on. It's over where he's got a stove set up that he could cook on, and there's the blood is where you would expect the blood to be if you were butchering an animal. And on a wall there's this ledge, and you can see this cat, and it's not right. Um, you can tell that it's a cat because it's got cat-like features, but on first glance it does have a demonic look to it because it's kind of hunched a little bit, and it's misshapen, and the ears aren't quite right, and the eyes are off. But as you look, it and his explanation of being a rookie taxidermist, you can see how it's very poorly sewn together, and it's the stuffing is poking out, and where the stuffing pokes out a little bit, you can tell the lumps are because the stuffing he used wasn't quite uniform, and so it's just a poor job of stuffing the cat. um, that it's not clear when you get close to it and look at it. It's clearly a cat, but it's just very poor job of taxidermy.
Perhaps we should burn this. Yeah. This
No,
way.
you don't. That's Moreau. You can't burn Moreau.
Yes, this thing is horrific, and I expect people will come back and accuse you
No,
of.
no, no. I'll fix it. I'm gonna learn how to do better, and I'll fix it, and it'll look better. I promise. At Charlemagne, give me a find roll, would you please? Anybody who's got any cyber papacy, that's good enough. You catch eye of as you're looking, you catch eye of where to go? A copy of Candide by Voltaire, which is clearly banned by the church.
Okay.
I mean, it's on a list of banned books, and he's got a copy.
Well, at least if you're going to keep that thing, put the books away. Right? Yeah.
What?
Diese Sickelbringe lassen.
He looks very
go off.
confused.
Yeah, I don't think any of our storm knights here speak German. But I go off in German, mumbling for a bit. This guy's he's an idiot.
I think my compatriot is saying that you are an idiot. Look at this book. This book is like what?
It's not mine.
It's a whose is it?
I don't know. I've never read it. I don't know where it came from.
I'll open the book and start reading it to him. Is it in English?
Oh shit, I don't know. No, it's in French.
Is it in French? I will start speaking Russian to him and just start making up a story.
Sweet, I will assist you in the Russian.
All right.
Do you know what that means?
No. I'm not supposed. Look, that they said that book. It's not mine. Take it. Get it out. It's not mine. I don't care. Put the fire out there.
So okay,
how would this book have appeared in your home if you were here?
I don't know.
So who's framing you?
I don't know.
Who doesn't like you?
Nobody likes me.
Fine job.
That's why I live out here.
No, I mean, who
Can
doesn't
I
really
suggest moving
like
villages?
You? I mean, just not liking you is not enough to grounds to get you burnt at a cross, but somebody who really has it out for you.
I don't know. Maybe you could ask people in town. Maybe
yeah,
they
that's
know.
gonna go real good after the show we just put on.
Yeah, indeed.
We put a different type of heightened paranoia on ourselves.
Yeah.
Have you pissed off anybody lately that you know of for certain? Have you slept with anybody's wife?
No.
I hear that tends to really get people mad.
I'm not an adulterer.
You've lived here all your life?
Yes.
And all of these people that are here have been in town all of their lives?
Yeah.
Well, then clearly you should know. They should know you. You should know them a little bit.
I don't know.
Have there any strangers been in town recently?
I was gonna say, who was the ringleader that came and picked you up, took you to this trial or what have you? You know, the one that was like out front, more boisterous.
Help me!
I don't know why I'm talking like this. I got a sixth mind.
My papa!
Do it.
Papa, help me! You hear a voice outside.
I'll go look at it.
I go
Check it out.
to look for a voice.
There is a young girl.
Obviously, this is the witch.
Running up. She has tears streaming down her face. She says, "Papa, it ate my papa. It just gobbled him up. Please help me."
Who ate your papa? What do you mean?
The demon came and ate my papa. You have to help it. I don't know what to do. It ate my papa.
Okay, little girl, take us to your papa.
Is your name Lassie?
This way. And she turns around. She grabs your hand, grabs Boria's hand, and
Oh, sure.
and as she touches the metal of your hand, she recoils in horror. No, interfere with it, and she turns and runs.
Where is she? We will help you if you'll.
I didn't know I intimidated
He's
that
running
well.
away.
I'm scared a little bit. Way to go, Boya. Way to go.
Does she seem to be running back from the direction that she came?
Yes.
I will chase after her.
Okay.
I will head that direction, but I don't want her to feel like I'm chasing her through the woods.
Well, I mean,
I got my axe in
That's
hand.
not the movie
Wait a
I'm
minute,
in.
little girl.
This is obvious Hansel and Gretel type of trap. So, hey, you, trapper guy, you come with me so you don't get any more trouble. Come on, I'll grab him.
What is
so
it?
you're bringing him with you.
I'm bringing him with us. Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, we don't want to come back and find him tied to another cross.
Pretty much. Yeah.
We
Sure.
probably wouldn't find him
That
tied to
was
the
my
cross
thought.
anymore. We probably wouldn't find him tied. We'd probably just find the burnt
Yeah.
wood.
Okay. So you're chasing after Matilda.
Oh, okay.
You don't know that's her name, but that's
Sure.
Matilda.
I am
And
chasing
you
after
brought-
the girl.
Dominique with you. So let's put Dominique behind the group, and you're chasing after Matilda, and we're going that way. So arrange yourselves between Dominique and Matilda in the order in which you are. Borea, you're stuck back here because you said you weren't getting.
Yeah. Spoot's here.
And Spoot, yeah, Spoot's back there with you.
It's Spoot.
Pretty certain dwarves are a little slower than these long-legged humans, so.
Should we?
I'm not long-legged, but I'm probably still faster than most people
you're
here.
the kiwi or
The
Keefy.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
A little
He's from New
bird.
Zealand.
I am from down
Dan's
under,
like-
but
Dad's like, I hate you guys.
Do we want to move Jerome off the map?
Oh, yes, Jerome is not here. I thought I got rid of Jerome. I did not.
Yeah, I'm right in the middle. Seems appropriate.
So we have a little girl taking off running with a little boy chasing her, and then a couple
Yeah,
of adults
and if-
coming up behind.
If Jerome's watching, Jerome, if you're back in next week, you're back in. I got this covered. Don't worry. If not, that's fine too.
We'll find you tied to the cross when we get back.
a lot of
me,
times that
help me.
Electo could finally play a romance card.
You can play a romance card. That's
I mean,
wrong.
it's just because you guys are the same height doesn't necessarily mean that romance is good.
It's wrong.
So-
Yeah,
No,
wrong.
I'm just saying, you all call me a little kid anyway.
Wow. All right, so moving on, you're chasing after Matilda, and
Stay off the airplane. Stay off the
we're gonna
airplane.
go ahead and do the card thing and call that a scene.
Okay.
Oh,
Back up.
Everybody, it looks like is at. Let's see, Electo's got to get down to 5.
Mm-hmm.
how did you get to 6?
I'm not sure. I think I may have drawn enough.
We were at 5, and you drew one for the glory.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Glory.
Oh, I didn't draw one for the glory. Oh well.
Way to go, Dan.
I also didn't take a. I was busy typing. There.
Well, I am ready to recycle.
So is that a discard from
Jim,
That is
yeah.
a discard from
Electo's
Electo, yeah.
discard?
Yep.
All right. So if you want to recycle, feel free.
Make it easy.
I don't know. I think it's kind of like what I got. I got 2 coup de grace, master plan, drama, and a willpower. So I think I'll just stick with what I got.
All right. So
Good.
those 2 are going. We got a Glory and a Maelstrom on table. Tasty,
Yeah, we
tasty.
decided, this here is what Torg is all about. These 2 cards,
Yeah.
right?
it
This
is.
represents all of Torg. I mean, it
Torg
really
and 2
does,
cards.
right?
I mean, we're missing one. We're missing the drive offensively.
No, I'm
That's
saying
my
Glory
favorite
and
card.
Maelstrom. These are the opposite of each other. You know?
I love drive offensively. Go well.
Yeah, I
Harvey
think
loves
that's all
drive
that comes.
offensively. All right. So I'm taking them 1 and 2. All right.
Back it.
You are trotting up there, and as you get up towards, you looks like you're heading towards another cottage on the outskirts of town. And as you get up there, You see a pile of bones in the front yard of her cottage.
Oh.
More vomit bones.
Oh,
It
so you're
looks-
a witch. Gotcha.
Charlemagne, it looks just like the ones you saw in your psychometry.
I figured.
These seem to be fresh.
Oh, they're still sticky and wet.
Oh, yes.
Oh, well, we found a papa.
Why don't you give me, as we're running up, let's see, we got Pierre and Electo up in front. What, Pierre, Electo, give me a find roll real quick.
Pierre stepped away.
Pierre stepped away, so Electo can give me a find roll. Pierre, I'll be back.
Yeah, I'm coming back right now.
You might not need to roll.
I don't think you need to.
Oh, yeah.
No, he does not, in fact, need to roll. It was an easy roll to begin with. There are, you can clearly sense the supernatural evil and magic all over these bones. But on the ground, you see very heavy, near the pile, you see very heavy footprints that have sunken into the ground as though something heavy, you guess, probably with a roll like that, you guess something jumped and landed. And you see some footprints, boot-shod footprints of a person or something right there between those two heavy imprints, and then the tracks lead off into the forest. But the sun has set, and it seems like you're going to have a -4 if you want to track this thing.
Who's our tracker?
I point to the NPC we rescued.
Yes.
Well, that is right. He did say
He-
tracks and
you are Hunter, yes?
He's like, hey, I don't know what this is.
Well, it's fine. You can follow it, right? And
We protect
we'll
you,
hunt
but this
it.
will clear your name.
We'll let you stuff it and learn your taxidermy.
When
Bad idea. Yeah, he'll. That is bad idea.
hang on,
Yeah.
let me see if I've got him.
Well, I didn't
I
say
should
it was
have him
good
built
one,
up.
I just said it was an idea.
I can track. I'm just not trained in it. But I think with a 12 mind, I'm the best at it.
Yeah.
He will help you. Do
Okay,
you want to do it? He's not trained.
I'll take his help.
Wait,
So I'll just put with like
Oh,
you saying the
helps.
tracker is not trained? What?
he's different kind of tracker.
You do another insight check on this guy.
Okay, so
Trapper.
you're at -4.
So make it a 14. Does levels of success matter? I'm not sure since you didn't write it.
In fact, they do, sir.
Oh, then
Alright.
hold on, I got you.
I'll put this action on it, and that will get us to
You're at a 17.
17. Supporter would
I gotcha.
or willpower gets us there. What you got, Jim?
Okay, so we're going for an
I'm a
outstanding.
helper.
Oh yeah, you have very good eyes. Your lotus count.
Okay, so the tracks lead off into the woods, but they very, very quickly turn. And as you track this, it's clearly circling around the house. And you get the idea that it is clearly not leading it away so much as setting up whoever follows the tracks for some kind of an ambush.
Oh, yes. Everyone, get ready. He's coming. It's going to attack us in a moment.
Okay, so everybody gets to make a find test. And for Charlemagne, it's favored.
If a 13 is good enough, I'll keep it.
A 13 is good enough. Your number is 12. Electo's boned.
Not yet. He hasn't been swallowed.
That's deboned.
That would be D. That's right. That would be deboned.
Of course, I roll a 1 when I'm not,
Wow.
causing a contradiction at the moment.
Electo and Borea, those numbers, and Crag, those numbers stand?
Yeah, I
Yep.
understand.
Okay. So,
Do we feel like we're being ambushed,
you're
such
absolutely
that
being
an
ambushed.
alertness would assist in stopping an ambush?
If you'd like to drop an alertness, I will let Electo not be surprised.
I think Electo would very much like to drop an alertness.
Okay, so Electo, you managed to remain aware, so you are no longer in the ambushed category. But Crag and who else? Crag and
Boria.
Boria are both still not.
We're having a conversation about what happened
That's
back
right.
in town. Boria can't get past the fact that he scared the entire town like he did.
All right, so we are going to flip a card.
Bleep, bleep.
This is going to be a standard scene. Not off. In the Godnet, computers may be used instead of taunt. You're not in the Godnet. Heroes will go first, and then the villains will flurry. Proved actions are taunt and trick.
Well, Jim, are you able to do anything about that flurry?
Yeah, I will be very vulnerable to prevent that flurry.
Okay. And it's a good thing that you're not surprised, because otherwise you couldn't do that, which is outstanding or excellent for you guys. So, all right, so we'll take that away. So if you are surprised, you do not get to go on your action. So that's Boria and
Crag.
So let me go ahead and get my turn order set up here.
Hey Jim, is your mic up in the air or something?
It was, yes.
Okay. Well, you were sounding a little distance. I didn't know.
Yeah, sorry. With my my runny nose, I've had to get off screen a couple of times and blow my nose, so I put the mic up and just forgot to put it back down.
No problem.
All right, so we got Crag and Boria who are done. So the heroes go first. Who would like to? Lecto, Pierre, Charlemagne.
Yeah, I will. I knew this thing was going to attack us. You know what? Some of our folks right now seem a little flat-footed, so I will just go for some awareness. So all of you can have +2 to your physical defenses.
Awesome.
Is that just for the one turn?
I believe that is concentration.
Concentration, yeah.
All right.
I will mark on here to show I am concentrating.
Keep in mind we're at -4 darkness penalty.
Yeah, but that thing's probably not.
Unless
you
you got
long
some
legged
juice
folks.
that says that you don't have a darkness penalty.
Yeah.
Nope. Just I mean, I have the hover lamp, but it's not going to be enough to really get rid of darkness. Do we have defenses for this, Mark?
You do. It is a 14 dodge, 11 melee, and 16 unarmed.
I was going more for the taunt and tricks.
Let's see. Intimidate is a 10, maneuver is a 12, taunt is a 3, and trick is a 9.
Oh. Then I will
Oh, you know
certainly.
what? Let's get willpower from everybody, because this thing's terrifying.
Oh,
I mean, it's
well.
got a giant cyber arm attached to one side, and its massive gullet.
So it's just a copy of Boria.
It's a demon Boria.
Mhm.
It does have a cyber arm that looks
I think
very
I'm
similar
good.
to yours, Gloria. Ooh, look at you guys go. Did we get anybody stymied?
We've seen
Yes.
this before. It's
See,
fine.
as we said, it's just like a bigger version of Boria. So we're
Exactly.
used to Boria. So
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
I mean, you
All
could
right,
be brothers,
No worries.
Boria.
All right. Go ahead.
Yeah,
you were saying?
I am going to taunt it.
Doesn't seem to be affected by your taunt in the slightest.
Okay. Learned a thing.
Pierre?
I have night vision goggles that remove 4 points of darkness penalties.
Cool.
So
As I say, I will make sure the girl is not in between. You know, I'll try to get between the girl and it as well.
I will stab at it.
Pokety stabbity, pokety stabbity.
How's a 14 look?
Let's see. So it is 16 is your number.
16. Okay, I will drop one of these.
That's a good success.
We'll see where good goes.
Your toughness is 35.
Is 2 points of that armor?
How about 20 points of that is armor?
Wow.
As you stab at it,
What the hell?
its arm moves lightning quick to interpose itself between your blow and its body. And it just seems like it's just supernaturally shifting that cybernetic arm to interpose it. And it's just built out of solid steel and hunks of metal and servos, and it's just brutally thick. And your blade just bounces right off.
So, hey, Mark, what was its maneuver again?
The maneuver?
Yeah.
The maneuver is at 12.
All right. Spoot's gonna do his maneuvering thing and fly over.
Nope. You're surprised. This is a
Oh no,
Spoot
but
job.
Spoot is not.
No, Spoot's part of you.
Okay.
He's your perk.
Okay. We can go with that.
So we're gonna go ahead and let the villain go.
Villain goes.
And the gobbler jumps, spring, and attacks Dominique. Oh, I forgot to do the gobble. Go. Let's see.
We saved him from one death and brought him to another.
Well, you know.
This might be less painful for him.
This is why they brought the cannon fodder.
Alright, so rings. Oh no.
Poor guy.
Absolutely not. There we go. That's the number I was looking for. All right, and so
Wasn't
it's
first roll a 2? I
What did I
mean,
put in there?
I'm sure he still got him. But you
You
put
put in
I
last
did-
roll was
yeah, I did. So it's 6 less. It's 18. Fair. Math hard. Let's see. This is
Still got him because that's still 18 is still plus 5, so it's still at 21. So he's still dead.
you're not dead. His defense is there. That's an outstanding success. He gobbles him up and he swallows him whole.
Now, being that I was ambushed, I can't react, correct? I can't bodyguard the attack, is what I'm saying.
So there are 2 effects of ambush. The first is you don't act when the Storm Knights do if they go first, and the second is you don't pull a card. So you might let him have that because
Yeah, I'll let you. If you want a bodyguard, I'll let you bodyguard.
All right, so Crag will bodyguard.
Okay, so what's your defense, Crag? What's your melee or an arm?
It'd only be a 14 right now, so it'd still be an outstanding.
Excellent. You've been swallowed.
Okay.
Crag is in the stomach now. So
Might not be the
let's take-
best place to put a fully armored dwarf, but hey, it works for me.
yes, but will it work for the demon?
That's
We'll see. We'll see. Crag's on the inside. And let's see, do I do any damage? So everything you do, Crag, on the inside of the stomach is very stymied.
okay.
Yeah. And he also, in order to jump, let's get him. Is it vulnerable or very vulnerable?
vulnerable for moving away from combat.
Yeah, he's just his jump skill causes him to become vulnerable.
Well, then he should be varied because he left combat from Pierre.
Let's just jump. He just jumped. Part of his jump. Let's see. There we go. Jump and do that. And he is large, so you're gonna get a +2 on him. And that is all he can do. Go ahead, pull cards if you weren't surprised.
Mhm.
And we'll turn another card over. Here comes something. At the beginning of the round, the villains are reinforced with a group of Ords at the Game Master's choice. It is Church Police or Gospog. The heroes will go first, and they surge. The approved action is attack. You can't do anything about the center text yet, can you?
Nope, not yet. All right, 1 to 4, 1 to 4. Yeah. Okay.
What were you? Oh, Surge.
Yup.
Search. I let that one go.
Yeah, we know you let Surge go.
Yeah,
Well,
we'll be rolling lots of surges.
Who am I missing?
I don't have any contradictory.
Oh, yeah,
things.
Pierce. Yep.
So I've noticed in I'm thinking specifically relics. There was a creature that we had to basically try to figure out a way to bypass its armor. And I'm wondering if an idea card, Mark, if I were to play that, might tell us something. Because that is what I pulled.
If you want to drop that down there, I'll give you a thought.
Yeah. And if I think it wouldn't, then if you're like, yeah, that's not how that would work, then the idea is coming out to make approved action any. But I'd rather figure out what we got to do to kill this thing, because 35, good lord. Good night.
It occurs to you that now that someone's inside of his belly, the belly is somewhat distended out and away from the beast itself, and that arm can't possibly cover all the belly. So
Okay.
if you were to attack the belly directly, you probably, from the right angle, you would probably circumvent the arm's ability to protect all the belly.
I will shout that out. Shoots
But-
its in
but-
belly, but
Since you played a card,
okay.
I will give you the fact that that's probably going to put whoever is inside the belly at risk for whatever you do to it.
Yeah, he's gonna bodyguard the monster. Understood.
Yeah.
That may not work out that way, but that's okay.
I will.
There's a good reason why the ship, armored dwarf jumped into the belly.
So, do I want that to be better? I think I might want that to be better. I want to have a chance to get him out. So I am going to put this down and make that better.
But
That's
better.
so much better. So much better. If only we had the right cards to get higher.
Wow.
I have the glory too.
Do you have the glory and drama or hero that you can leadership?
I do not have the hero or the drama. Does anyone else have a hero or a drama?
I have both.
Cool.
You have leadership.
You only have
But
one. Cool.
but it's not in my
Okay,
my
that's fixable.
Lehman's teams in us.
No. If it's not in your pool, that's fixable. I will become very vulnerable, and I'm going to put some cards into your pool there, Lehman.
Okay.
So, and I think you're going to just play that one, so why don't we just put that down? And I will also put this into your pool.
Okay.
Actually, you have to. Yeah. Well, you gotta leadership me a hero or drama.
Right. I just put it on the ground, and then that's the other one.
Oh, is this going into my pool so I can trade?
Oh, for whatever. I don't need it.
Yeah, but if you leadership the willpower to me, I then trade that to you for this hero.
No, because he can leadership.
I was leadershiping both of them.
Oh,
Right,
well,
He's just
he
dropped
plays
down
the
table
leadership
because you're gonna
card.
Play it.
Roger. Sorry. I thought the hero had gone into your pool. So did you delete that hero then, Mark?
Yes.
Okay.
And then Pierre, because you played leadership, don't forget to get your draw back up to 5.
There it is. So I will draw 3 of these cards and discard one.
And I will play the glory.
You know what? Let's not be that. Let's do this.
None of these are terrible. This one's not great. And because Jim just became very vulnerable, I'm tempted to leave it in there for him. But I think, Mark, this is the next card. And sorry, Jim, I have to get rid of the hero surge because I have to discard one.
It's okay. I'm not always selfish.
And I draw a possibility for the glory you played and a card. That worked out well.
Not nearly as well as the card I redrew. I was out of cards and got to draw a card for glory and drew a leadership.
Nice.
Oh, jeez. You guys are just crushing the glories.
Right? It's like, you know what? It's because Robert's not here. We'll blame Robert for not getting glory most of the time.
Wow.
That seems, yeah.
I gotta plug my headset in. It's just me. Okay, so that was Charlemagne.
Yeah. I'm all done.
Who is next?
Hey, look, we have all these Gospug that showed up. Oh no.
They come wandering out of the woods. Thanks to center text.
Which means we should also roll a willpower?
Sure.
Because technically they have the fear.
They do.
But since technically I'm in a stomach, I don't think I need to roll.
I
Does
mean-
not. Craig does not. Craig is in the stomach. He does not
I
know
do
that
not
his
see
friends are
what's
beset
coming.
by shambling death.
Good news. My 29 became a 25. The effects are unchanged.
Yeah.
All right.
I assume everybody's going to manage their own. Very stymied.
Scrooge is very stymied.
Yeah. All right, Boria, are you going after Gospog or are you going after Big Thing?
I was thinking about going after Big Thing.
All right. Well, I can see if I can try to make Big Thing vulnerable for you to give you a little bit extra boost.
Okay.
So I will attempt
It's still vulnerable from its jump, so you can stack it on there.
I'm gonna stack it on there. So I'm gonna attempt to maneuver because it is dark out here. Though, am I still taking the minus for the darkness on a maneuver? Mark,
Say that again.
am I taking a minus for the darkness on a maneuver?
Yes.
Okay.
Figuring out order step, moving adroitly.
That's fine. I obviously get closer to him to do so as well.
Sure.
So, a 16 maneuver.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, because I thought he was a 10.
12, but yes, that's fine. You succeeded. Do you want to make him very vulnerable, or do you want to make him vulnerable and stymied?
I will make him very vulnerable.
Very good. He is so. Take an attack is the approved action, not maneuver. All right, that was Electo. Who's next?
Am I restrained or anything like that?
So
Oh,
you are inside the gullet, and you can tell that the stomach is beginning to secrete something that doesn't feel very good. And if you move very much, It's going to cause you shock. If you take any action, you're going to take 2 points of shock to take that action for every action that you take.
Okay. Well, I will...
You're also very stymied for anything that you do, but you don't have to worry about the demon's armor.
So 2 points of shock for any action I do.
Yep.
Alright, so I will, I guess, take 4 points of shock to do tree skin and try to cut my way out of the belly.
So you're going to attack his stomach.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Take your 4 points of shock.
Yep.
Are you rolling your tree skin, or are you rolling your unarmed or your
That's what I was
combat?
checking to see which one's higher first. I want to say tree skin's higher. Melee's a 10, and it's a 15 for the face, so it'd be 5 points higher. So I'll roll the axe, and I'm already, so it'd be a -6. I won't go all out because I don't want to become vulnerable.
It's pitch dark in there too, by the way.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's not like I can swing and miss anything, really.
Yeah, you don't. It's attacking anywhere. I'm fine with that.
There's you some candy. I said it was a -6. Some bit. Last roll was only 4. Fuck me running. I'm guessing a 5 is not gonna do any damn good.
No.
Let's see if a 10 does me any good at all.
Unfortunately, you need to get to a 16.
Okay,
Well, you know what?
14 only gave me a 1.
You're on the inside. If you get to a 10, I'll give you that.
I mean, I'm not going to be able to get to a 10 with the axe because I don't have any cards. I was more concerned with.
So 5 is as good as it gets?
As far as the attack is concerned, yes. And it looks like I'm going to take 2 more shot because a 10 is not going to be enough to actually activate my spell either.
Ooh, 6 shock. So you all see the stomach move violently, and a muffled come from the demon, which didn't sound like the demon at all.
Hold on, Crag, we're coming.
Pierre, do you want to do something before I blind everybody?
Yeah, I was just gonna, as I move forward, attack these 2 Gospog. I have Whirlwind, so that cancels.
-4 for light.
I have night vision goggles.
Never mind.
How's it?
Never mind. Oh, I gotta open up the Gospog. First planning Gospog. 10. That is successful.
The
Standard hit.
15 damage.
Oh, I believe that's that's good. All right, Boria, what you got?
What we got is we're going to multi-action a good old punch to the belly. Do I have to make a called shot to the belly?
So it is you are called shotting there.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a yes. You are.
Yes, I am.
Yes, you have to make a called shot.
Okay, so it's going to be -2 or 3 or 4 or 20.
The belly's big enough, so it's -2. It's not bad. But
-2. That takes care of his being large.
Yes.
Darkness is going to take care of him being very vulnerable. So I've got a 0 at the moment. Oh, excuse me. I'm -2 because I'm multi-actioning, bringing up Mage Light.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Hey.
Wow.
So with the Mage Light,
Bang!
let's see. 10-meter radius pops up. All darkness penalties negated. But we were in dark, so everybody's going to become very stymied. Like everyone who can see is going to become very stymied.
So everybody's very stymied.
Yep. Kind of evens out because the bad guys should be there too.
Yep, everybody's -2.
Mhm.
All right. So
Uh,
that's an outstanding success on your punch. I think.
Outstanding
Or
versus belly.
wait.
No, I accounted for the very vulnerable already in the darkness, so it's only a good at the moment.
Correct.
Because it was a 16, correct? Okay.
Yes.
Correct. We'll put some candy on that.
Okay.
It's -2. Last roll. 32. How did I get that?
You put a very stymied in there.
Oh, because I'm very stuck. So it should be 24, yeah. Should be 24, which is still good.
2 off of an outstanding.
Yep, that's what we'll have to take.
That's your final answer?
That's going to be my final answer, yes. I have no
Okey-doke.
cards to play.
Okie doke. So go ahead and give me your good damage against toughness 15.
Does he have any armor?
Nope.
So,
You managed to
15.
figure out how to get to the belly without attacking the arm.
hey, I'm up 2 wounds.
2 wounds, you say?
That was a good roll.
Excellent. Okay, so your punch travels through the you got, so what's your total effect? You get 20.
Total effect was
26.
Effect was it would be a
14 plus
20
12,
27.
26. 27? Because you got a
12.
12.
Oh no, 26. You're correct.
Okay, Crag. So Crag take 26 points of damage.
26. It's going to be. I guess it's what.
What's your toughness?
Currently, it's an 18.
Okay, so that's a wound and 2 shock.
All right.
It takes the 2 wounds and 4 shock that you dealt, and in the process, it goes and coughs Crag up, who is now coated in Zagoo. And clearly feel. Are you going to take the wound and 2 shock?
I took it.
Okay, and he's clearly reeling from your blow.
He just kind of
Both
hops
Crag
up.
and the demon.
Yeah.
Crowd.
He just kind of hops up and hops around in a circle with his goo flopping everywhere.
Why am I all drippings and covered
So-
with goo?
Borya and Crag need to practice the magic trick when you're in the basket and you're pushing the sword.
All right,
Hey,
so
it could have
that's
been
all up to
worse.
you.
I mean, it could have been somebody else in there taking that hit.
And then, free action. I'm going to, free action. Simple action. I'm going to light up my shield, and then Spook goes over, attacks those 2 things, and rolls poorly.
Excellent. So if you made an attack successfully, you draw a card. If you did not already do so. Now it's my turn, and the demon clearly sees Dominique and tries to gobble him again. And does.
Nope.
Aren't you going to bodyguard him?
I just said that. Nope. I'm back in the belly.
Oh,
Yes, you are.
I'm totally going to kill Crag.
So Crag's back in the belly, so I don't have to move.
I can see him be like, I'm not
Jump
finished. He pulls his jaws open. Like head.
Crag's climbing into the demon. It's like, I like it in there.
Does this make Crag a yo-yo?
Depends if he held on to the tongue or not.
That's probably
All right,
what happened.
so-
I got spit out and I just held on to it to be pulled right back in.
But he's gonna. Oh, I didn't say I was gonna do that, so I should have done that. I'll next time maybe. All right, so that's me. Pull cards if you haven't already. And I have been given a card,
Yep. I
and
will give you the
so
as soon as you're ready.
I'm better than you. When attacking or taunting a single target, if the attacker's skill value is higher than the defender's defense, the attacker's test is favored. The heroes will go first, and they are up. The approved actions are intimidate and taunt.
Yes, we're up. Maybe I can get a better roll this time.
Maybe you let somebody, bounce you out of there before you try your thing, though.
You're assuming I'll be able to survive a bounce out.
Yeah, I am.
Well,
And
you
then
didn't
once
take
you
any.
get bounced out, you heal yourself.
You didn't take any damage from getting vomited out. You took damage from Boreas slugging him in the gut.
Yeah.
Yes, but I already had 4 shock from trying to do my other things.
6. 6. You took 4 for your action, and then you took 2 more for failing the spell.
Mm-hmm.
I said I had 4 already before
You didn't soak the wound you took?
I did not, but I'm at 6 shock right now.
You should be at 8 shock because you took
Yeah, you're
4
right.
for
I
your
am
action.
I am at 8 shock. I was
There
at
we
8
go.
shock. Yeah, that's where I'm at. I am on the threshold. No, I'm not. I
Okay.
got 11. I can do 11.
All right, so the heroes will go first and are up. Who would like to go?
All right. It was clearly immune to my taunt before.
Mm-hmm.
Probably means it's going to be immune to my intimidate, but I could try. So, I will try and intimidate. My total skill value is an 11. Oh, it's only
10.
on the. Oh, never mind. It's only when attacking or taunting, so it doesn't matter. All right. So I'm gonna intimidate him. I'm up.
There you go.
Oh, nice.
It has no effect.
Okay.
We learned another thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured it was. All right. I really hate to. I need cards. I don't want a leadership for nothing, but I almost need to.
No, give it a minute.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it already took
All
2
right.
wounds. Hit me again.
Oh. Last one.
You want me to hit him again? Okay.
Doing here?
Me anticipate.
Oh, go ahead.
Technically only a standard success because I have a -2 for concentrating that I forgot to throw on there. So
Are you very stymied still?
yeah, we got very stymied last round
Yeah.
from that light.
From the light.
I went before that happened.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's okay. Now I am not.
Yeah, it was either take it then or take it now. So
Yeah.
Borea, Crag, Pierre.
the Borea will go. Or no, go ahead, Pierre. After you, sir.
'Cause as long as
just
I'm in the
make-
stomach, you guys have a better chance of hitting it.
I'll just make my way around killing Gospel. So, the light thing you did was a stymied or very?
Very stymied because it was outstanding. But you don't have a darkness pen. So.
How is an 8 versus Gospel's defenses?
You're
I
up.
think that's a standard.
Oh,
You are up.
you're right. You're up. Or I'm up. Sorry.
An 8. Yeah, you need a 10.
Oh, I take out 2 Gospel.
Poke, poke. Oh, I forgot to do the Gospog last round. They shamble up to you.
Oh no, they're attacking the little girl. Oh no, they're attacking me.
Let's see. We got Borea and Crag.
You want to do a thing first, Craig, before I knock you out?
That's a double entendre.
Mama said
You know
knock
what?
you
Yeah,
out.
I will try to heal myself while I'm in here. If I still take the 2 shock, but I'll still be conscious.
You do. Put you at 10.
Yep.
If you roll a 1, you're unconscious.
I am still very stymied, right?
You are, yes. Inside the stomach, you're very yes, you are very stymied. For being
Okay, so
inside
it's
the
a
stomach.
13.
But you're up.
Oh yeah, you're right. So let me hold off on that. Because that already automatically takes care of the 1 wound. Well, that's all I really needed, isn't it?
Yeah, you're only on 1 wound, so.
But I'll still roll it anyway. Last roll was what, 16? Alright, so it's an 18. So yeah, I am no longer shocked or wounded.
Or wounded.
Nice. Okay.
And so when Moria's done and knocks me out, I can do something then too.
Assuming that he does.
Well, even then, I've got a flurry, so I can do something.
Okay.
else.
Go ahead, Boria.
So I've got a called shot to the stomach, which is a -2. He's very large, which will get me 4 more. I've already marked myself as stymied. There's no light penalty.
Nope, he's large, +2.
Oh, he's
It's a
large,
wa-
+2.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
yeah,
+2.
It's a wash.
So it's a wash on there. So I'm technically rolling a 0
Straight roll.
because I got the stymied on there. Oh, no, roll up. Oop. Last roll was 2. Ugh.
Well, now I want to feel this.
You're not right now.
I mean, Craig's in there bracing for the hit.
And then it's like, tap.
And it's a soft, gentle rub.
Pretty much. Oh, it should be a. Damn it, I screwed up. Anyway, because I was gonna multi-action stuff, but I didn't because I'm dumb. So I didn't say it. Last roll was at 8.
Are we playing candy?
Yeah, I played candy.
Yeah, it's on the edge.
And I'm still gonna miss.
Oh,
Does
it was
anybody
under
have anything to
my
help you?
turn tracker.
Pardon?
Does anybody have something to, like a supporter or something for you?
You 1 point off a hit.
Card?
Yeah, but the hits. I can either play my flurry and go before you, and knock you out.
I mean, it's your card. How you want to play it? I can wait.
Yeah. I'll miss.
You
Okay,
actually
the
hear a
15
grumbling
stands.
dwarf inside the belly go, "I know you can hit harder than that."
Spook's gonna come over during this round, and he's going to do some moth striking of those 2 dudes. Ugh, I just,
Nice 2s. He's up.
that's better.
Yeah, there you go. What's Spoot's base damage?
Whose spook base damage is not is 15.
That's enough.
Not 17.
That's enough.
Okay,
You only need to
There
get
you
to 13.
there we go. All right, and then I'll play my flurry.
Okay. So we're gonna get Boria taking a flurry. Everybody pull cards.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not yet. I guess. Yeah, I guess so. Go ahead and take a flurry. Oh my gosh, my nose itches.
And then we're gonna try this. We're gonna multi-action properly this time. Hey, I rolled a 3, not a 2.
Hey.
Your
Still up.
result
So
was
it's
a
maybe
two.
going up. Oh, I should not be stymied anymore. So I'm
What
gonna
do you,
take
so
that
what are we multi-actioning though?
The telekinetic strike and the punch,
Okay.
which I should have done last round, but I didn't.
Oops.
Yep. at least that wasn't less it was less than a 10. Ugh. We have a whole act to get through, and I got possibilities, so we're gonna use them.
Okay.
Last roll was a 12. That's a better hit.
There you go.
And
So-
let's see, that's a 23 against his 16.
That's a good success. You're
So
3
good.
off of an outstanding.
What was that? And I got the adrenaline.
Okay.
So,
So you're out against an outstanding. Unfortunately, he isn't. You realize this as you take your shot. He's
Sure.
not vulnerable this time, and he pivots and he gets his arm in between you and your punch. His toughness is 35.
I hate you, monster.
Roll like 6 or 7 sixes right now. And you
Yeah.
Oh, you did not.
I rolled 2. I rolled 2 6s.
That was pretty good.
I'm
You
only
did.
-3.
Yeah, so you did a point of shock.
Oh, wait.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh. Yes, I could take the this is afterwards because he has armor now.
Yeah.
So I
Gonna reduce his armor by 4.
I'm gonna yes, I'm gonna take a shock to make it AP4, so he
Okay.
takes 2 shock.
He takes 2 shock. No, that's cool. All right.
That's like a. That was a
Like a-
1-for-1 exchange.
That was.
I hope it worked out.
Okay. No, cool.
Yes.
But you learned a thing.
Yes, the
Another
dwarf is
thing.
now cussing some more inside there. All right. So I'm still stuck inside.
Pull another card, Boria.
For
Your flurry.
oh no, I pulled a card. But the base damage that's coming at Crag.
Oh yeah, what did you do to Crag?
I did bad things to Crag.
32.
Yeah,
How much?
32 AP4.
32
Well, I mean-
AP4.
I don't think you can go through the armor because you can't get through the guy's skin, right? So you're not gonna
Oh
go
no
through
no
the
no!
armor.
You didn't. No wait.
Oh.
You didn't do anything to Crag because he got his arm in between you and him.
Oh, okay.
You didn't
so
hurt
good
Crag
then.
at all.
They were good. Okay, we're good.
See here,
Yeah.
I see what you're trying to do, Mike.
No, that's
I'm
yeah,
trying to-
Dan's
I'm
right.
trying to-
Yeah,
I'm
thank you,
trying to-
Dan. No, thank you, Dan. You're
trying to
you're
make
absolutely
sure.
correct. He got his arm between. So if he's not vulnerable, you can't strike his belly.
Mm-hmm.
Vulnerable or better. He's able to get his arm in the way. But if he gets his arm in the way, then you don't strike the contents of his belly. So, anyway, is Crag going to flurry still?
Yeah, well, yeah. Crag's still gonna flurry.
Okay,
Go
go ahead, Crag.
It's just a matter of what Crag's actually gonna do.
Be
Try
digested.
I ain't gonna worry about that. I'm just gonna flat out try to hit this sucker from the inside.
Okay. So take your
So
2
take my
points
2
of
shock,
take your 2 points of shock.
and I'm still
You're very stymied. You're number 16.
All right, 11 before the up. Last roll was what, an 18? Really? All right.
The
Give
best
us
you
some
got?
candy.
Whoa, more candy.
Let's see.
The gobbler is gobbling up the candy.
That was my last roll. Last roll total was a 33.
Uh-huh.
All right. What did we say his defense was?
16.
All right, so it's still just a standard hit, huh?
Yup. You're 3 off of a good.
The only thing I have is coup de grace. So, I guess I'll just go and play that and get the extra BD.
Okay.
What toughness am I working on the inside?
The inside toughness is only 15.
And I don't think Max has any. Nope, no AP. You know what? Since I am on the inside, I'm going to use this one-time use. So that'll be 2 medium.
Okay.
One of them's fire.
Excellent.
Toughness you said was a 15.
Yes, sir.
Don't have any ones in there? Nope, no ones. Alright, so yeah. 1 wound, 2 shock.
Okay, so you caused him a wound, and he goes, and he coughs you back up. And
Alright.
clearly, it's if you do a wound to the belly, he will vomit up the contents of the belly.
Yep, and I'll put another card in my pool.
And you may do that. And let me see.
I yell at the thing to eat me. But I don't know if that's working because apparently you didn't hit very well last time.
Did not. Well, you did a wound to it.
Well, I did on the inside. Which maybe that's the best thing to do. I'll just Drax the damn thing.
Let's see. Who's Let's see who he's gonna go after. Alright, so he is going to multi-action, and he's going to attempt to gobble up Dominique and swipe at Crag with his clawed arm. In fact, I have Crag and Boria and Electo right there, and Spoot.
So what action is he doing first?
I don't know yet. 2, 3, 6. Yeah, let's see. What am I doing? That's just there and there. And I'm minus. I'm stymied because of the flash because I haven't taken an action yet, have I?
Correct.
Okay, so I'm gonna do that thing. I am gonna gobble up. I'm gonna gobble up Dominique, and I'm gonna attempt to swipe all 3 of the foes I can reach, which is Crag, and Boria, and Electo. So I'm minus 6 for my action. Let's do minus 6. And if you hadn't guessed, I'm going to put a piece of my candy on it. I am going to be unsuccessful, I think. But I'm going to try, because you never know. This time I'll get the last roll correct as a 2. That might get Dominique, though. That does get Dominique.
Back in I go.
Okay.
I got a better chance of surviving that than Dominique does. So
Does a 7 hit anybody?
No.
No.
Spoot?
Nope.
Okay. Okay. So Crag's back in the belly.
Yep.
If you haven't pulled a card, pull a card. I have a card in my hand to play. You're
Crag's
very
armor's gonna need
persistent.
Crag's gonna need a very big bath after this fight.
Oh no, he's
So.
exfoliated. This is fantastic. You're very
Its
persistent.
armor's
The
not.
Storm Knight repeats
Yeah,
his
it's
last
just cleaning all the
action.
junk off of it that was already on it from the last encounter.
If a Storm Knight repeats his last action, it is favored this round. This action can be directed at a different target. The heroes will go first, and they will flurry. The approved action is Trick.
All right.
Is somebody make this thing vulnerable?
I will see if it's trickable.
Well, yeah, you go ahead. And then
Jim,
I'll do.
You want me to see if it's trickable?
I'm here for interaction attacks, so it's
Okay.
okay. You can do other stuff. So I will attempt to trick it.
Okay? Your number's a 9. I approve of your 3.
Well, it's because it's me rolling dice, so
Wait, are you a 4 case?
not on tricks at the moment.
Well, you should have thought of that beforehand.
You should have borrowed some ranks of trick from me.
Clearly,
Then we could have disconnected him.
right. I should have been trying to copycat multi-action this trick, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
I would have
All
done
right.
it.
Well, I will give you some candy.
Oh, that's only an up, though, isn't it? No, because it's not a magic spell.
No,
Right. That's why I'm giving it, because it's not a problem.
he's tricking.
All right. Nope. No modifier. Roll of a 3.
Damn, Jim, you're out. Oh, no, you're not. You got 5. 15. Ah, that's a good success. What would you like to make him?
I will make him vulnerable and stymied.
Dan, you wanted Craig to do something?
He is trickable.
All right. You said if we do the same action we did last time, it's favored.
Yes.
Then I'm going to swing in the inside of his gut.
Nice.
Because, I mean, Alright, I'll try for the favor before I roll anything else. Alright, so 12. I need a what to hit the inside? 16?
16.
There you go. Last roll was what, 19? There we go, right on the dot. So you can have this, and I will go ahead and roll with a BD.
Okay.
Come on, big money. 15 for the inside.
Yes, sir.
Yep. 2 shock.
I can. Do you want a coup de grace?
Another one? I don't have a card unless you're going to leadership it to me.
Yeah, it's what I do.
Just making sure.
In fact, you know what? This will work out better for me. I will play my own leadership. I will put this coup de grace into your hand that you're going to play,
Yeah, just put
and
it
then
on.
I'm going to refill. And then I'm going to refill my hand back up to 5.
Alright, and I will add another bonus dice. And we still have last effect was a 3?
Yep.
There we go. Wound and 2 shock.
Out you come.
Oh, it was an action, so I'll go ahead and take the 2 shock for it.
Yes.
Alright, I'm out. Blech.
Let's see if I can do something against the thing. Spoot is going to maneuver the bad guy and not be successful. And then Bori is going to punch him.
Did Spoot maneuver last action?
No, he did not.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to do my Gospog yet again. Damn it. They really haven't done anything except cause you guys to attack.
You've been taking all Pierre's actions to go clean him up.
Yeah, that's what I figured.
He's vulnerable.
Yes, he's
Vulnerable, large.
Yeah, I didn't even add the large.
Because those Gospog aren't supposed to be here. Before off. You guys in your single digit rolls are really making this harder than it should be.
Yeah, but I did attack. I did punch last time, so I'm gonna take that favor.
That's true, you did.
There you go.
Oh,
That's better.
Boom! So you're 2 off and outstanding.
Okay. Yeah, I'll give you the adrenaline so we get the outstanding.
There you go. Outstanding.
With him being vulnerable, is he using his arm? That's what I want to know.
Did you take the -2 to target his belly?
I did not. So he's going to. That's all right.
Okay.
I mean, it was your intent to do that, though.
No,
It was my intent, but then I wanted to play the adrenaline to get out there. No, let's see what's going on. So it's all right. I'm gonna get 2 bonus dice. His toughness is 35, correct?
yes.
Which will turn to 31. I'll take the shock, and I'll just roll big numbers.
2 shots.
You got a
Hey,
point of effect.
Positive
Look at
that time.
that's
And
positive.
guess
Yeah.
what? That's enough.
Did we shock?
You shocked him out.
Shocked it out.
You shocked it out.
I didn't need
And
to hit no
And I assume as
belly.
it passes out, somebody is gonna freaking just bury their axe, punch, sword,
We got a
something
flurry,
in it.
so yes.
Yeah, so all right. So yeah, you I'll tell you what, so it's 913. You shocked it, you did shock it out.
That's funny.
We
Which is
still have Gothbog here, though.
yeah,
And
we're not worried
that
about
was very inspiring as I was dispatching these ineffective grassbug.
Does it count as we're out of combat now, or did you play that while we were still in combat?
Yeah, we're out of combat. No, we're out of combat.
So that I can play that on his Inspire.
Yeah, okay, so don't touch nothing. Nobody touch nothing.
But they're so shiny and blue.
You're pretty.
Now you can touch 2 each.
What if I want to touch 3?
Right?
I want to touch
I
all
thought-
the pretty candies.
I thought Mark was just going to tell us to go draw them ourselves.
And then Mark, before our scene ends here, I'm going to attune myself.
Okay, fair. Get that cyber papal card.
Yep. Yes.
The demon melts into a sizzling pile of mucus, leaving behind the massive cyber arm and bone. And we will take a break and come back as you get the opportunity
ladies
to
and gentlemen,
examine the
don't go
remains.
too far. We will be back in about 10 minutes. Or 15. We'll see. And we're back. So we left off with Crag burying his axe in the head of the thing that kept swallowing him. Well, it's not its fault it kept swallowing Crag. It's poor Crag's fault for jumping in the way of its mouth.
Yeah, did you want me to trade you a romance you can play on it, Dan?
Well, it's a little late for that. It's dead
to beat the
now.
hell out of it, man. I just figured Crag figured he'd better to survive it than that human was.
But that
He
is
is
that.
very grateful for that, by the way, Crag. He did notice what you did for him.
Good. But I don't need no stuffed cats. We're good. Alright, so this thing's dead, but we still have its arm. Poor little girl's got no daddy.
Yes. So, what are we doing?
Yeah, put girl in orphanage. She'll grow up fine.
You want to give me that happy evidence analysis?
Yeah, I was gonna ask: is that arm? Is it a cult tech or is it cyber people?
Let's get a little evidence analysis going.
Sure.
Who would like to do that?
It's not Crag. Crag is not very good at that.
Well,
stuff.
Charlemagne's already thrown it out there.
Yeah, you got it.
As you're kind of looking, Charlemagne, you see some writing on the arm.
Okay.
You're
Property of Thrachin.
as you turn it over, so you have to handle it in order to do that.
That's fine.
You note the words, "The strong right arm of the Lord has done glorious deeds," written on there, and there's some kind of a crude etched picture. It's not bad. It's just it doesn't have any context. You can't really tell what it is. You want to give me a scholar?
Yeah, I'm fairly sure this has got to be
A cult tech.
probably.
No, it occurs to you that is verse 16 from Psalm 118.
Then all of a sudden the arm comes alive and grabs a hold of you and eats your arm. Takes its place.
The other thing that occurs to you that given that this cyber arm is something that would be attached to the demon after the demon is summoned, there's no way that Dominic could be the one that's responsible for the piles of bones and whatnot. And this is pretty much some rock solid evidence that he is wrongly accused, regardless of what evidence they may have.
Well, I figured the fact the thing tried to eat him like 4 times would have been enough of evidence for me. Plus, he was
I will share my findings with everyone, of course.
Oh, that's. Oh, you see, we could go back to town and clear my name.
Yeah, but we also need to figure out where this thing came from, because that is the effect.
But can we maybe do that in the morning? Matilda says.
Oh yeah. I assume, little one, you are going to stay with us. Well, we will keep you safe.
But back at my house.
No, Nine. That is probably a bad idea. Your house is.
But we can stay there. You're at her house.
If you wish.
Do you have
It's
any
late.
family back home in town?
Well, you can protect me, and then we can take care of that in the morning.
Yeah.
Yes, we could do that if that is what you wish. We just did not know if you wanted to stay there after.
So the young girl wants to stay in the house where her daddy who just got eaten by a demon. With no ill effects. at all.
Yes.
Is the house made of gingerbread?
No.
Just checking. I've heard stories of these.
But Grandma is in the bed.
Yeah, Grandma's in the bed. This was Big Bad Wolf. Yeah.
Father, you just didn't realize Father was a woodsman.
Okay, so spend the night at the house, and in the morning head back to town and clear Dominique's name.
Yeah.
Yes.
Obviously, take watches. Yes, watch that. Just saying.
That's the hand wave for the watching that you don't need to worry about
Oh, yeah.
because we move on. So it occurs to you that Fontenay Abbey is just a short distance away, which is why you came here in the first place.
Yeah. We'll
The
go.
villagers are
Oh.
not very happy about what you've told them, but they begin to disassemble the pyre and grumble somewhat about it. But they clearly agree that Dominic could not have, regardless of what evidence they may have had, he could not have summoned that demon.
At least they're reasonable.
Oh, okay. They're holding out some degree of, all we know is he didn't summon that demon, and we don't know that he didn't summon any demons. He may have summoned others.
On the right side, he still has a chance to summon more demons, and you could, just leave the cross up. I'm sure at some point you will find a way to bug.
Well, you'll find a reason to burn somebody else. It sounds
Yep.
like.
All right,
I
so
mean, why have the wood go to waste?
As those people in Grow Earth used to say, get yourself a TV.
throw your brick through your TV. All right, so that's going to be a scene. We are going to do the card thing at this point.
Good.
What do we got? 5, 3, 6. Oh, Pierre's got to get one. Get rid of one.
Yep.
And that coon is no longer should be discarded, right? That got used.
Yeah, that got used.
Don't let anyone to accidentally pick it up.
And adrenaline, that's gone. All right, so we're down to 5. You can draw up if you haven't already. And it looks like everybody's drawn up, so now we can recycle.
Do we think we're going to get another glory? I'm just, should I hold on to this particular glory?
I think it seems unlikely.
I don't know. We're rolling them pretty hardcore tonight.
I mean, there is with the odds we've had so far. He's very good odds.
Yeah, I'll hold it just in case. We'll see what happens.
It's okay. I held on reality surge too, just in case.
That's your arm.
Yeah.
Let me close this up. All right, we're good to go.
For you. A right for your left, or a left for your right, or whatever.
Sadly. Huh, might be a little too small for me.
Being a
All right,
dwarf
so
in that thing's belly, I think the arm's big enough.
It takes you, let's see. It takes you roughly a half an hour to get to the Abbey. Not a big deal. There's just a low 2-meter high wall around the Abbey as you walk up. You come to the gate, and there's a monk there. He's, good day, travelers. What can I do for you?
Did we bring the girl here to drop her off?
Thought we took her to.
She wanted to stay in the village. The village is her home. She's comfortable there.
Okay.
I mean, she can't summon more demons and kill more people unless she's at the village.
I mean, pretty much.
I think we let Electo do the talking.
Sorry. Yes, we're here on matters. Well, first we need to, because we explained we cleared his name, so that part's good, right?
Yeah, you did
Okay.
that back in the village.
Yes, we're looking for a couple of people that may have come here from a faraway city. Well, but one of your members. And I will give them the names that I'm not remembering off the top of my head right now.
Well, I mean, you're welcome to come in, and we can go and talk to Abbot Gerald. You'll have to talk to the abbot about that.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Does it seem kind of weird that we just knew these names just off the top of our head?
Which names?
Of the monk's names.
Paranoia. You just dropped.
I dropped the heightened
Oh,
paranoia back
I'm
for
on
you.
a different tabletop at the moment.
Oh,
'cause I was
okay.
getting ready to move you guys.
Oh, I'll just hold on to it then.
Oh no,
you-
I've copied it. I'll move it over for you.
Well,
That's
okay.
okay.
Because everyone's paranoid again. So there you go. There's your card back.
Excellent.
But we should each go grab that possibility.
Yep.
Yeah, go ahead and get one. How'd you get that again, though?
Different numbers. It's in the deck
Twice? Okay.
Yeah.
There's 2 in the deck. Yep.
Nice.
Different artwork too. So there you go.
Excellent. Now that you've gotten all that glory out of your system, hopefully.
Most likely.
Welcome to the Fontenay Abbey. Brother Gaston escorts you into. Let's see. You came over here to the guard shack, and he kind of escorts the gate rather, and he escorts you in. To the main church, or is it up this way? Let's see. How'd they get that? What is that? That is. Let's see if that's. Yeah. So you come in through here, number 1, which is the main gate. And then he escorts you over to building 3, I think. Let's see, is that 3? Yeah. Which is the main church. If you'll wait a moment, I'll go fetch Abbot Gerald.
Okay.
So he trots off, and does seem to be moving rather rapidly, and brings up the abbot, and he says, "Good afternoon. Or good morning. I'm Abbot Gerald of the Fontenay Abbey. What brings you to our humble monastery?"
We are looking for a couple of people that may have come here from another city, but would be one of your members. And again, I will give him the names.
I'm sorry. I know that they were coming, but they never arrived. I've made inquiries with the church about their route to see if they could find out what happened. Perhaps you could check with the church to see if maybe they've come up with something that occurred on their travels here.
Interesting. Are there any members of the church nearby that we would be able to ask? 'Cause we are from out of town. We're new to the area.
Just the monastery members, but that's my job, is to see to the comings and goings of the abbey. I'm sure you could head back to Paris, perhaps, inquire there.
Well, seems so far. I mean, perhaps. Are you sure that none of your other members here have seen them come in?
No, they would not have. I mean, Brother Gaston, did you see anyone come or arrive? I did not, Abbot. I would have certainly enjoyed talking with them. They came from so far away. It would have been and he just kind of goes on. He seems to have like too much coffee, and he just keeps talking, and there's no punctuation until the abbot kind of stops looking at him, and then he tails off because he recognizes the cube. You see, no one has come. I'm sorry.
At Electo.
What?
I look at Electo with like a raised eyebrow. Meaning, do you think he's telling the truth?
don't. Something seems to be amiss. Well, there have been some other strange going ons. Do you know anything about this? There was a, we had to clear up a villager's name, but there was a dumb demon that was summoned in the area.
They both look shocked when you say that. A demon? How
Oh,
shocking!
yes.
But that does happen from time to time. The Inquisition. We will have to. You will have to file a report about that. I'm sure the Inquisition will be very interested in you. Well done in driving off the spawn of Satan.
Well, of course, that is what we do.
I'm sure you will be commended for that when you return to Paris and report that.
I expect that is true.
I'm sorry we couldn't be of more assistance.
The monastery itself, does it look like it's there's technology around?
Yes.
Okay.
Whereas
I would assume so, otherwise it's okay.
Yeah. Whereas the Abbey at Genevieve imposed silence electronically, this area seems to be silent more in a natural form. You don't hear. You hear the only sounds that you recall hearing are the sounds of nature as you walked in, and even inside the building, you don't hear much but maybe footfalls.
Hmm.
Uh,
I'm gonna hold my head for a minute, and I'm gonna try to copycat some more evidence analysis to see if I can see if this abbot is telling the
This
truth.
is a
again.
psionic power, is that it?
Yeah, the copycat's a telepathy power.
Correct. Cool. Just making sure.
Yep. Clearly, I can do this to Charlemagne whenever I want.
Yep, apparently.
All right. So yes, I would like to see if I feel that the abbot is telling the truth with an evidence analysis.
Good.
So here's my evidence analysis charisma.
The abbot is clearly not telling you everything.
All right. Are we in earshot of any of the other members of the, like, as in if I were to kind of confront him, do I think other people would overhear?
Well, it's him and Gaston, brother Gaston. And there are church offices. You're kind of in a foyer or a meeting hall area. There's, if somebody were to walk in on you and you were talking loudly, they might hear you. There's nobody that you see other than the two monks.
All right, so I will. Sir, I know that you are trying to protect your people, but I think it is best you do tell the truth. We are special agents of the church.
He looks shocked, and brother Gaston looks at him with and looks at you, and he says, "This is outrageous. I am not. How?" And brother Gaston says, "You accuse the abbot of lying? This is not proper behavior. You should leave. Yes, indeed. You should go. Return to Paris."
okay,
Sounds like a
I
good
will
idea.
go.
Let
To
boy or
Paris and
not.
report all this.
I will go this way then, and I'm going to walk past them into the further in.
Wait, no, you're not. Wait. He doesn't stop you, but he chases you with his voice.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh my. You gonna catch you?
No, I was joking about the chases you with his voice. Like, oh no.
I know. I'm saying, is it gonna catch you?
Where are you going?
Let's see. We're like at this entrance over here.
You're in 3. Yeah, you're
In 3?
something like that. Yeah.
I'm gonna head towards down the alley, the buildings here inside.
Okay.
So 7, 4, 5, 6. That
So
way.
as you come around the corner and you come, the area near 7 is marked as a dormitory. Um, it's like this little rectangular area, and above seems to be the dormitory area, whereas this rectangle down here by the 3 seems to be the offices and whatnot.
And,
Um,
and as I'm walking by, I would like to touch things because I have a brute circuit spy, so I can tell where the electric currents are going.
Yup. It's a nice thing.
Tell me what this is.
Uh, the brute circuit spy. Let me see if I have it here. Oh no, I don't. Let me get it for you. Hold
It
on.
says sense electronics by touch. It's
Mhm.
occult tech. I also have one. I figured being a hacker, it seemed like, having one of those would be a good idea.
Okay, so in the dormitory, you just get the sense that there's just typical power and Wi-Fi, and
Yeah, I put it in the chat.
yeah, I see it. You just you're sensing in the walls what you would expect to find, where typical power electrical conduit, rat runs for if they're
Mhm.
doing hardwired computer connections, that kind of thing. Nothing jumps out at you out of the ordinary. Some
Okay.
low voltage for LED lighting, and or maybe some cameras, because they definitely, it's a cyberpapsy, they have some camera systems. Nothing nothing that seems out of place.
Mm-hmm.
What are you guys doing as Borea walks over to the dormitory wing?
I don't think you understand. We are going to search this place. The question is, will you be assisting us, or will we be reporting you when we're all done?
I will be lodging a complaint with the church. This is outrageous. You come in and accuse me of lying, and then storm through our facility without invitation, provocation, or any kind of grace at all. This is highly irregular.
Yes, that is why we are not regular agents. We are irregular agents.
Crag, you
Special
still have shock. You shouldn't have
envoys,
shock.
I believe is the term.
Special envoys or not, I shall not assist you with this.
Very well. Do you note in our report that you interfered with this investigation?
And non-cooperative.
Just putting some things out there so that when somebody eventually tries to intimidate, we can be like, well, we tried to help with some things that we said.
Are you trying to intimidate?
I mean, I could give it a shot. I'm not like Borya, but you know what? He walked off.
Yeah, he walked off.
I'm not very good at this.
Well, you're right. You're really not very good at that.
Not very good. You suck at this.
That's because I keep saying, please and thank you after each time I intimidate.
very, very polite
mean-
intimidation.
If you really want it, I have a second chance.
I really don't. I mean, I started.
Okay.
I don't think it's worth it.
That's fine.
Is there an archway to get down the corridor?
There's a door. If you're going to keep going,
Oh, I'll keep going. Yeah.
okay. I assume Spoot's going with you.
Oh, Spoot would go with me. Yes.
Okay. When you come through the doorway, you enter into this small library. 4 is a library. And as you enter in, a monk rises, and he seems to smile for a second, and then as he sees you, and he sees Spoot, the smile fades, and he comes over wagging his finger. No, 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 no. You are not. No, no, no. You may not come in here. You are not.
I am not
Who are
what?
you? Who
What?
are you?
I, I, I am looking for people the abbot say that are not here, but he is very unbelievable. I'll
How
take the
can you find
diplomatic
people
approach.
who are not here? That's
Yes.
that makes no sense at all.
Yes.
Of course, that's unbelievable. There are only people that are here that are here.
You will tell me now where our brother blah 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 are. I will roll for the intimidation. I'm tired
He
of your
seems
antics.
you can save your roll. He seems
Okay.
completely unflustered at your attempt to intimidate, and he
Oh.
kind of puffs up. He says, "I know all the goings and comings of the abbey, and those gentlemen are not here."
What are you? Is he dressed in a monk robe?
He is. I am Brother Raphael. I am the main librarian and bookkeeper. It is my job to know everything that goes on around here.
Well, you're not doing very good job.
I beg your pardon. I know every book in this library. I know everything that's happened at this. There have been no. If you go talk to Brother Gaston, he will tell you there has been no log of anyone visiting. In fact, who are you? What is your name?
I am Special Envoy Borya Barkov.
He kind of. You can see he blinks for a second, and he's doing that cyber eye kind of accessing the GodNet thing
Yeah, sure.
that you've seen people do. He's like, what? So you are, sir. He kind of adds that there's a hint of a pause that he gets almost out of the way to where most people wouldn't notice that he didn't get the sir in time, but he gets it in time.
There was a attack by demons of the cybernetic nature.
Demons and cybernetics? That's an
what
abomination.
what was the town that we were at?
Montbard.
Montbard. In the no, not where we were going to. What we were from?
The one you just came from?
Yeah.
That's Montbard.
Oh, Montbard. Well, it was in Montbard, and there were monks that were headed this way. They had information that these demons were looking for.
Brothers that have joined us recently. These monks are not here. They simply are not.
Where are they?
Look, and he pulls his pad out, and you see the pad comes up, and it says visitors log, and he kind of touches it and opens it up, and he says, "See, here's the last people that have come here before you," and you can see he has an entry of your name, your rank, and the date that you arrived with the date and time stamp, and the names before it are not the monks you're looking for.
How long ago are they in the ledger?
Recently enough you're like, okay. It's not like 3 weeks and nobody's been here.
Yeah, but it wasn't yesterday when they would have arrived.
No, it's nothing. The entries don't show anything that you see as suspicious as far as the comings and goings.
And you meet everybody.
Well, it's my job to know what happens in the Abbey, and you can't keep secrets here. If someone were to come, we would know. I would know.
Oh, we can't keep secrets here. I bet you can keep lots of secrets here. What is in that book there? And I'll just walk over, point to a random book.
And he walks over and he looks and he begins to recite the content. He tells you everything. He starts to give you a summary about that book.
That was good.
No,
that was good test. You have good security here, then.
Well, it's the cyber papacy. We've got cameras, and of course we have good security.
Yes.
And
how did these brothers slip through your fingers?
Okay, so he's interrogating Brother Raphael.
Yeah, pretty much, yes. Of course, you can hear shouting coming from the other room.
Yeah, interrogate is definitely a word.
Yeah, so what are you guys doing while Boria is...
I think we're eventually going to go up and join Borya, because if we hear shouting, it's possible.
Oh, yeah, you hear raised voices.
Yeah.
But it doesn't sound like combat shouting. It sounds like argument shouting.
But so far, all the evidence seems to suggest that no one else, these folks never got here. But the abbot still seemed somewhat suspicious to us.
He's hiding something.
Okay, so he's unhappy with our presence. We just have no idea what he's hiding.
Oh, he's very unhappy with your presence.
Does Electo read minds?
No, I do not.
Okay. Telepathy?
I do have telepathy, yeah.
You should probably attach all of us at some point so that when Borio goes walking off again.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Boria fail-safe measures.
Yeah, I will do that when next we are kind of together enough, and when we go up and join with Boria, I will kind of put my hand up to my head and you know and try to put up a telepathy.
Oh, seems like a good idea.
What's your target?
All right, so that will get 4 of us.
Only 4? I thought telepathy started at like 5 or 6. You plus 4 or 5.
I have it as connect up to 4 minds in telepathic, and then 4, 10, and then 20. But it's
Oh,
an easy DN, so you might just think it's 10 because most people usually get the good.
yeah, that's possible.
I'm just not quite as good as everyone else.
You're adequate.
Well, in this case, I'd say just no. I'm kidding.
Jackasses. All right. So what are you doing?
I am. Hey, so your security is so good. What's in this? Is there another door out of here?
Boria. You know what?
Sure.
Who picked up the arm?
Boria.
Who spotted
Sure.
Charlemagne? You were the one that spotted the inscription
Charlemagne
on the
spotted
arm, right?
Yes.
Give me a find.
Sure. I suppose I need to find my character sheet first. Where to go? All right.
Where did I go?
But wait, there's more. Hopefully 12 is standard success.
You're off by 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So there you go. There's
You
the
notice as you're standing there watching Boria go at it with with Father Raphael or Brother Raphael, you kind of notice in the sitting area of the dormitory that there's a book that has some kind of a little inscription on it that looks very familiar, and it draws your eye. You look at it, and it looks to be done in the same style as that little symbol or thing or drawing or whatever that was on the arm next to the psalm.
I will share that with folks. I think it is possible that the demon got the arm from here. So these folks, they may not actually be working for the church.
We have a solution to that at the village.
Well, any suggestions?
Well, we could always just confront the abbot about it. If we have the arm, we can just bring it out and say, why is this match that, and see what they do.
I assume Charlemagne had the arm.
Yeah, we kept the arm because Boria kind of liked it.
Yeah, I thought Boria had the arm, but one of us does. So in which case we'll pull it out. So why is it that this thing has the same symbol here as you have there?
Who are you asking that of?
It be indicated in. It would seem to say that perhaps some.
The abbot, I think, is what he's asking. Whoever we were talking to.
Yeah, the. I assume this symbol was in the library.
No, that it's in the bottom floor of the dormitory.
Ah, so there's no one in here.
Mm-mm.
Ah, okay. Perhaps we should bring the abbot to look, and he can explain this. And gentlemen, what do you think?
He's still. You can. He's down in the other building, kind of talking with Brother Gaston, and they're gesturing at you as you're standing there. They look aghast when you pull out this giant ass cyber arm.
Get it to explain. Get their attention. Dragon Man kicking and screaming if we have to. Where's Moria?
He's talking to Raphael around the corner. Are you waving him over?
Yeah. Well,
He approaches if you wave him over. What is the meaning of this? You intrude on our living quarters. You burst into our library where the studying and scholarship occurs. What is the meaning of this? We ask you to leave.
Yeah,
Well-
we'll be happy to once we understand this. Elector, perhaps you can explain to him better than I can. I think your accent is not as bad as mine.
yes, this arm was upon the demon that was attacking and killing the villagers in the area, and it matches the inscription here on this floor of this dormitory. And as I said, you do not seem to be telling us all of the truth.
That Brother Gascon says, that's Brother Byron's doodle.
Who's that?
Brother Byron is the head technician in our workshop. He's prone to daydreaming and doodling whimsical images.
Do any of his whimsical images look like a giant frog with a metal arm that could swallow a dwarf?
No.
Well, perhaps we should speak with him, because if he is creating these doodles and it is matching what is on this arm, then something else is going wrong.
I wish you to leave. I do not wish you to speak to the brothers. I wish you to leave.
Yes,
So
you'll
you
not
wish,
get what you want.
you wish to hide this, is what you're saying.
So you wish to hide it from the church, I guess, right?
So he is complicit. Shares in the guilt.
Sounds like it. Now, there's a cross down the street that set your name on it then. So are we going to talk to these brothers, or are we going to carry you down to the cross?
I cannot stop you. If you will not leave and be civilized, then
Well, I believe we were trying to
be about
civilized
your
to begin
business
with.
and go. I
Well,
will not
wasn't
aid.
talking.
He turns and walks away. Brother Gaston kind of looks at him walking away, looks at you. Looks like he wants to talk to you for a second, and then turns around and walks away, following the abbot.
Wait. Seems like a lad you might want to talk to, Alecto.
I think
Yeah.
Rod's muted.
I'm muted because I keep coughing.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I will try to catch him a little bit before he catches back up to the abbot, and kind of stand in front of him so that he has to like.
Well, I'm sorry. Is there something I can do for you?
Yes, I don't think that. I think the abbot. Well, I understand he may be a little bit offended, but it seems that he does not wish to know the truth of this matter that is going on here, and that just does not seem right. Perhaps you can help us find this brother so that we can find out the truth. We do not wish to bring ill will upon this monastery, and if it is unnecessary. But if something is going on here, then it should be found out, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely. We're a little cut off in the wilderness here, and there's so much going on in the world that's interesting and intriguing. But I'm often told that I take too much interest in the affairs of the world, and should simply attend to my studies here.
Well, is not being interested in the rest of the world also a study?
Oh yes, indeed. Like you've come from Montbard and from Genevieve. That's those are places I would like to see. I mean, we go to Montbard occasionally, and you know, I don't know of any of that. And maybe go to Calais once we get a shipment from them. But indeed.
Well, perhaps you can tell us where this brother is, so that we can discuss with him?
Brother Byron or Brian?
Yes.
The abbot's still walking. He says, "Well, I suppose the abbot really doesn't want to help you, but he didn't say that we couldn't. Um, I suppose I can let if you'll wait here. Let me see if Brother Byron is in his cell, and if he is, I will ask him to come down."
Sure, we will wait.
Oh, very good. Give me just a moment. I promise. I will be right back. And he trots up. He goes up some stairs, and he's gone for a little bit. Borio, are you still? What are you doing with Brother Raphael?
Is there a door out of the library from here?
Other side.
On the other side? And I what are you hiding in here? And I'll go over to that door and I'll open the other door to 5.
It's an office area. It seems to be the cube farm with the day-to-day workings of you can see the little cube office is set up, and there's a door off to the side that looks like it says Abbott Gerald.
Is anybody gophering up?
Gophering up?
Well, you got the cube, and then people are standing up and looking,
you
and
get
they
a few
gopher
people
up.
that pop their heads up, and then
Prairie
they
dog. It's prairie dog.
dogging.
Prairie
Yeah,
dogging,
yeah.
yeah.
And they see that, and they kind of sit back down.
So I will, and the door says Abbott. What's his name?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm going right to that door.
Okay.
And in here, and I assume that it just opens up.
It does.
Okay, and I'll walk in.
Okay. It's the abbot's office.
Is there a computer around?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Walking around and looking at his art and, brushing my hand up against the wall. Is there any weird? Hey, look! Here's the safe.
Okay. So Boria's doing a thing. Boria, you can give me an evidence analysis in the room.
Oh, sure.
That's your final answer?
Do I have a target number?
Yes, 12.
I mean, it's higher
12.
than 0.
I'm going to go with higher than 0.
Oh, hold on.
Just
You
going
would
to
be
put that out
correct,
there.
sir.
I mean, even the very easy's an 8.
I mean, it is a shot in the dark. Yeah.
Well, I put it in reach for Jim, so we just set it at a 4.
Let's see. 13 would give me a +1, which gives me a 7. I'm looking at my cards. You know what? I'm not going to martyr myself, so I'm going to grab a card.
I have a willpower for you.
I'm going to grab a card. Let's see if this will help me. And I'll grab that possibility, which we'll drop down here. Did that card help? Ooh, it was a master plan. I don't know if that really helps now.
Master plan
All right.
that martyr.
Oh, I could. I'm gonna martyr myself to find the safe.
Are you playing a possibility on this roll?
I am playing a possibility on the roll because
Okay.
I'm gonna roll higher than a 10.
Okay, I like your attitude.
Last roll's a 3.
You did, in fact, roll.
I
higher
did
than
roll
10.
higher than 10. That's an 8. I'm 4 off.
You are.
If I can trade you cards, I have a hero for you, and I have a willpower.
Oh, totally.
All right, I will put the hero down on the table.
Here, I will give you the master plan and the cease initiative.
And
Two
I'll
great
put the
tastes that taste great together.
All right.
Yeah, because we want to see Boria find this thing.
So that the story is later that literally Boria just pushed his way into it.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
right.
much.
That's
Got a 14.
So you're poking around in his computer, and you just happen to stumble on. He's got this thing saved off to the side about dozens of containers arriving from Calais, and it looks like a shipping manifest, but it only says that there are dozens of containers, but in the spots in the manifest where it would tell you what's in the containers, the listing is blank.
I will send this via email to www.charlemagne'saddress.com.
You want me to take us a look?
You also find you're checking the daily logs, and it's intriguing that only about half of the metal that comes into the abbey seems to be accounted for in the outgoing product, and they do build cybernetic implants here. Most notably, um,
Oh,
they're apparently known for
Huge
the
cyber
Fontenay
ones.
heart.
For the what?
The Fontenay heart.
Oh, I think like for people who need like heart transplant.
Yeah.
Is there have we found computer systems yet that we can tap into and look for info?
That's what he's doing.
Oh, I thought the evidence
is
announced.
is this some sort of
He's poking
laptop?
around in the computer.
Is this a
and at
laptop?
the desk and whatnot. No.
No.
You want to just call me and ask me to come?
Yeah. I'll just peek my head out the door. Charlemagne, get over here now.
I mean, I'm sure you could ask more politely as I go over. What is it you need?
I look at this. This is strange to me. I
Yeah.
know my maths, and this does not add up.
I mean, I've
Yeah.
counted with all of my fingers, and it just doesn't work.
Exactly. Even though extra ones that I have.
Fortunately, I have a second chance.
Wait.
Good, because
Save your
all
card.
this
Pick
work
it up.
that
Pick it
Boyer's
up.
put into
Pick
it,
it
and
up.
you're just going to mess it up with a roll like
No,
that?
pick it up. Pick it up. You don't have to roll. He's got. You can
Oh,
see
okay.
clearly.
He's got all the info that's
Yeah.
gettable.
He's got what he can get.
Okay.
And you confirm that dozens of containers have come in from Calais. There's no listing of the contents that can and they don't seem to be entered anywhere. He's got notes he's got meticulous workflow about when things come in and where they go and statuses on things and orders and whatnot. And those canisters are noted as arriving with no contents, and that's the last time you see them on any document in the
Right.
system, right? And you see, as your trained eye is looking at the inputs and outputs, you can see that there's a bunch of metal coming in to be worked into their various
Yeah, there's
cyber
someone here
arms.
skimming material.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Half of it's you can only account for about in the quick glance in the time you spent here, you can only account for about half of the material that's coming in.
I would have printed it out for you, but I don't think they have printer.
About that moment is when the abbot stands in his doorway and he says, "Of course, you're violating my office and my computer as well. Please let me know when you're finished."
You've seen all this skimming you're doing in the materials that you're receiving and not using. I think we might be done. I also think you might be done.
I have opened my own investigation.
Oh, you're saying that you're not responsible?
I'm saying the reason you're seeing it is because I have opened an investigation into this. I am looking into this. This is a problem. Yes.
So you're not criminal. You're just incompetent, yeah?
I do not appreciate your insinuation, sir.
It was not an insinuation. It was insult.
But have you reported this upwards?
I have nothing to report yet.
You haven't even reported that you found something?
I have only just discovered this. I wish to take something more to my superiors.
Well, we are here. We are your superiors. What have you found?
He points at the computer and says, "You are looking at what I have found."
Where are these
It-
containers?
It must be some monk who's skimming off this surplus and selling them for prohibited items somewhere.
Mhm.
As soon as I
Maybe
find
like
him, we
Enoch,
will
you don't want us to talk
deal
to.
with this, and it will be.
Perhaps it's the same monk who's making the carvings and drawings that are on these demonic arms that are being
at a-
found?
At about that time, Gaston comes downstairs, and Brother Brian is with him. For those of you that are not in, so far I've got Electo and Boria and Charlemagne in the office.
No, it'd be just Charlemagne and the abbot.
Well,
and
those
Borgia.
three,
Okay.
those three
Sorry.
voices are the ones talking.
I just
to
started
him.
speaking. I forgot that they were in the office. I shouldn't have because I was still. But yeah.
Okay.
Because it leaves Pierre and Craig outside. Yeah, I don't
Yeah, the
think
non-face guys to talk to.
Who are you again?
Oh, good, you abandoned us. The melee characters have to talk to him. Tell us what you know.
Activate the flame on the axe. Speak.
Talk. All right, so
I have my taunt maxed out, so hey, I can.
Can taunt him till he speaks.
Brother Gaston says you wish to see me, gentlemen. How may I serve?
Yes. We noticed your this doodle here upon the floor, and they said it was yours. Is that true?
I'm not supposed to write on the books.
I understand, but it is yours.
Yes.
Can you explain why that doodle matches what is this inscription upon this demonic arm?
Well, it's on the arm because we built it, and I signed off on its certification before shipping. I always put a psalm or something on our work.
Oh.
And
where do you work?
In the workshop.
Who
Is
handles
that
the shipping?
here on the Abbey?
Yes.
who oversees the workshop?
I am the head technician. It's my job to oversee the workshop. We've completed 22 limbs total so far this year, and he kind of bows up a little bit.
Oh, are they all of this size?
That style.
This is not an odd style.
Do you know the purpose?
Well, it replaces a limb.
Do you
Kind of looks
know-
at you a little confused.
So, I guess our question is the fact that this limb was upon a demon that was eating the villagers.
He looks shocked, horrified. He looks at Gaston. Gaston kind of goes, he kind of gives him a knowing nod, like, that's what they said. And he looks at you and looks back at Gaston, looks at you, and he's like, that's not, no, that's not what this is for, not at all. We would never no, that's not what we do here.
Who handles the shipping
Well,
once it's built?
pardon me while I consult the bones.
The bones that the demon belched out.
I mean, I'm sure I still got a bone of some kind stuck to me somewhere.
Let's see. Well, the abbot manages that, and Brother Raphael keeps the books, so he knows where everything's shipped and goes to and comes from. He's very meticulous. Nothing gets by Brother Raphael.
Well, perhaps, where's this workshop on? Is it, nearby?
It's number 9 over here. Says, well, yes, it's just through there, and he points towards the library. I can take you there if you like.
That would be a good idea, I think, and, perhaps we should discuss with your abbot why he is selling these to someone that would put these things upon a demon and that would eat villagers rather than...
That's not...
What?
He would never do that.
Well, if he's in charge of the shipping or if he's in charge of the entire process, is he not? He does run the monastery.
Yeah, but yes, and he's walking now.
I will start walking with.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
follow.
everybody's moving. Okay, so everybody's catching up to
Yeah.
the office. We're all in the office now. And Brian Gaston kind of ducks out. He has to go back to his post because he's the greeter. So he leaves. When brother Brian leads you in, he kind of politely weaves his way through the bodies into the office. And
While we were walking, I will have kind of communicated our part of the conversation to the rest of the people that were in the office.
Okay. So as Brian steps in, you are brought up to speed there, Boria.
Aha!
You guys.
I
And
believe I would my my friend here would say, "J'accuse."
The Inquisition is here.
It's us. No one expects
It's
us.
not a Spanish. It's not a Spanish Inquisition. It seems to be a Russian one.
No,
Yeah,
we
Russian Orthodox.
we expected this one. It's the French Inquisition.
Exactly.
So Brian weaves his way and he says, Abbot Gerald, they seem to have one of my arms and say that claim that it was attached to a demon that was killing people. And the abbot says, well, yes, they've made that claim. Well, it is my work. We did send this. Do you know where 11816 went? And he says, well, it went where it was supposed to go. And he
Yeah, but wait.
looks at Boria. Is Boria gonna let him have his computer back?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. He calls it up, and sure enough, there is a shipping order for an arm, and they log it as Psalm 118:16, verse 16, and it's shipped out, and it's not Montbard. It looks like a legitimate church hospital with a cyber mechanic to install it.
One that's not close.
Yes.
So it couldn't be like, it would be an amazing coincidence if somehow a demon in another city got it and came back here. We'd be like, wow.
Astronomical.
Okay.
So apparently you have a forger too.
I don't know. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Didn't you mention
but-
the name of another brother was involved in all this?
Another
Yeah,
brother?
who's not here? Bring everyone out here. I think we need to speak to everyone at the same time.
They're busy doing their things. We will not interrupt our operations for
I
you.
think an arm being found on a demon that came from your establishment might be something you want to talk to people about.
I
then
am
again-
not helping you. And Brian looks at the abbot, and the abbot sits down, and he just kind of sits there and puts his hands on his stomach.
So you said there was a workshop, yes?
He kind of looks at the abbot. The abbot looks at him. The abbot doesn't say anything. He's, yes, through here.
Yeah, you'll take us now.
I think somebody should stay here and keep an eye on the abbot. He's looking a little fishy to me.
I think he's fine. He's just worried about his post now.
Brother Brian takes
Put
you
himself
through.
in timeout.
You go through 6, and it's an infirmary, and it's set up. It's set up state of the art cyberware installation and maintenance. There's like 4 or 5, maybe 6 cubicles set up. And they are flat out capable of doing anything and everything with cyberware in this infirmary, in this area number 6. It feels like it's very out of place for all of the medieval setting that you've been in so far, the countryside and the farmland and Montbard, and then this one room, even the Abbey itself, while it has some of the trappings of the cyber papacy, it still feels very much throwback. But this room feels like you lifted it out of uh, the center of the cyber papacy and set it down right here as a unit. It is top notch. He leads you out the back door here and across through this little wooded path to Area 9, which is it's the workshop. He says this is let's get everybody over there. Oops. This is where we assemble everything. I oversee all of the work done here.
So there's cargo from Calais that
What?
was received.
What
Yeah, Brother Gaston said he had been to Calais to also to get it, and then it was in the shipment manifest on the Abbott's computer.
Gaston did not say he had
Oh,
been there. He
oh, he
said
didn't?
that he had heard of.
Oh, you had heard of? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
sorry.
mentioned Calais in passing as he was mentioning points. He seemed very interested in things going on in the outside world and tossed out names of places that he knew of for one reason or another.
Gotcha. Okay.
Um,
But Abbott had the invoice saying that the containers had shown up from Calais. Where are they?
I don't know anything about containers. And he begins to give you a tour of the shop, and there are the material, the stuff that talks about the components you see in various bins and neatly organized areas in the workshop, where around work tables and assembly areas, and it looks very orderly and very neatly set up. And he gives you a tour of the facility. Everybody give me a find. He finishes up he finishes up the tour and stops at an area that's labeled as his workstation. Pierre, let's see, I think Pierre.
Pierre got a 13.
Yeah, Pierre.
And
It's very incongruous that you notice on the back wall of his workstation there appears to be an old school dumbwaiter set in the wall.
What do you use this for?
Oh, that was part of the building. It's not used.
where does it go?
I don't know.
Like, do you feel like having a ride?
It was here before all of the things happened with the cyber papacy arriving.
I will try to open the dumbwaiter door to see if it opens.
It does smoothly.
Which
Look
means it's used.
It's a very tight shaft. You might be able to fit if you
Let's say
took
that.
off most of your gear and strip down to just like street clothes.
Is that most of us or the Keefe?
That's the Keefe.
Okay.
So, the only
The
gear
dwarf
that I
might
really...
the dwarf might fit if the dwarf took all his shit off down to a loincloth.
That ain't happening.
That's not happening.
But it does have like the actual dumbwaiter up here at the top that would go up and down, right?
Yep.
All right, because technically for me, the only gear I really have that's pretty much not clothing is my shield.
Yeah, that ain't fitting.
No, that's fine.
You
Hey.
need to see in the dark, Dick.
Sure, I'll put on the night vision goggles, and I will I'll pretty much take off everything
Okay.
and then get in.
I don't think you should do that. That's not a good idea.
And why is it not a good idea? You know something. Spill it now.
Give me intimidation. right, all right. We've gotten some strange orders for cyber limbs, and the instructions are to put them in there, and when we send them down, nothing comes back up. I don't know where it goes.
Is there? You said this was. Are there? Is there a map before Cyber Papacy came to this region of this building?
I don't know. Maybe Brother Raphael would have one in the library.
I'm sure there are paper maps. There must be.
Quite certain
Electo,
name,
I think you need to
Raphael
go down
mentioned
right
once
now.
before.
It does not sound safe. Maybe we go talk to this Raphael.
Agreed.
You want to see if we can find another way down?
Yes.
Ah, good. So good.
Or is there like a well or anything like around here?
Oh,
Asking the
well,
monk. Yes.
No, we don't. I mean, there used to be. It doesn't work. I mean,
What
in
is
the gardens,
stairwells?
there might be a covered well, but all of our utilities and everything is underground, so that we don't have to worry about any of that.
Yeah, underground where the dumbwaiter goes. Yep.
Kind of looks a little confused.
Is there a
Yeah.
stairwell nearby that goes down?
A stairwell that goes down? Nah, I don't think so. We don't have an underground facility here. This is just a simple abbey.
Well, obviously, if this goes
Cyberware.
down, there's an underground facility here.
Wait, you said you had orders. Who gave the orders? Who did the orders come from?
Well, um,
The abbot.
Brother Raphael manages all of the paperwork. that comes-
Yeah, let's go talk to Raphael.
Kind of.
We're
It
going
may
back to the library.
it
Go
may
back.
be warrior to use some more forceful means to persuade them.
He did not find very well to be the intimidation, so there's something
Hmm.
with him.
Are we all going
Did
back
he
to the
by
library?
chance look bright-eyed when you walked in with that big ass arm on, thinking you might have been somebody or something else?
No.
Okay.
Are we all
Sure.
going back to the library?
Yeah. Well,
Okay. What is it again?
so you had like a orders of stuff, right? Electo, you talk to him. I am done with him right now. Ugh.
So you have orders for limbs that you put down a dumbwaiter, and no one knows what comes. Nothing ever comes back.
What dumbwaiter? I don't know anything about a dumbwaiter.
A shaft in the laboratory
I know
or
what
the
a
workshop.
dumbwaiter is, fool.
Well, then there's one in your workshop that your
That
workers
doesn't
seem to
work.
know about. That's not what they say. They say they have orders to make this, put it in a dumbwaiter and send it down.
I don't give them any orders. I just take in the requests for cyber limbs and pass on what they're to build. The abbot handles all of the comings and goings. I just make sure they go where they're supposed to go.
Well, that seems to me that
So are you lying or is the abbot lying?
I am not lying, sir. We do not lie here. We are monks. We are followers of our risen Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Was that a
Who
lie?
are who are skimming materials to make little
I'm not
arms that go
skimming.
down.
Thievery is that thou shalt not
Well-
steal. We do not steal.
if you
Yeah.
do not lie, that is
I have
fine.
paperwork for everything built here.
Show it.
You say you do not lie, but yet what you say and what the abbot say do not seem to agree upon this matter. So something is wrong.
You show me one entry that's not correct. I have everything down to the last franc.
Then why is this arm right here not where you said it should be according to your paperwork?
It went out on schedule the way it's supposed to. I don't know what they do with it after we shipped it out.
But it was on a demon that was here in this town.
I, that's not possible.
It went down the
Do you
dumb
not
waiter,
see
not out in
Not
the
a bit of a
shipment.
smart dwarf, but you stick an arm down a hole, and then next thing you know, it's on a demon and it comes back up.
Yeah.
There's something fishy about that.
Yep, hit confirm.
Do you have any maps of the building plans of the facility prior to the addition of the cyber?
You
workshop?
might. He waves behind you. There's in that section. There might be some things.
Might be. So you're not for certain what's in this library that you would keep control of.
I'm not. Go look for yourself. So give me a find roll.
Look for myself. All right, I can handle that. Walk over and just
Give me
start
an-
pulling books
give-
out, looking to see if I can find something that's got maps. If it doesn't, I drop it on the ground.
Give me an evidence, and I see he gets. Oh, he comes. No.
Yeah, I'll give you an evidence analysis. I
Okay.
don't have that, so there you go.
I don't have that.
I am just an angry dwarf. Look at the books. No,
Yeah.
maps. Nope, no
Yeah,
maps.
Lehman's got it.
You
I
make
thought
enough
you
of a
knew
mess, somebody's gonna come over and straighten.
And I
it out.
thought you knew where everything was in this library.
Give me your roll there, Craig.
What do you need?
Evidence analysis.
It's
He
right
did.
there.
Oh, he rolled a 2.
Oh.
It's a.
I'm sorry, I missed it.
Yeah, he said, I don't have that because he knew what the result of the roll was.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, I got a 2. Sorry.
Is anyone else looking for a map?
Actually,
Yeah,
it's worse
I'll go
than that.
look
Ain't
at
it? Don't we have this like -4 to? No, that's evidence now. That's a persuasion now. Anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead.
You want a find or an evidence analysis?
Evidence analysis. It's very well set up. Once you start looking for something and following the instructions on where to go, it's quite well set up and very intuitive. I mean,
I'm awesome.
Brother Raphael really has got a good library here.
I'm better, but not.
Your target number is
Great.
12.
I mean, you're about as trained as I am.
Oh, yeah. This is not my thing normally. I'll tell you what. I will give you some candy for it.
You do have a
I
willpower.
don't think I have anything to assist card wise, or I would do so.
Yeah, I've got a willpower too, so.
Yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
look at that.
Books on the
As you're poking around looking for a map, you come across a book that strikes you as very out of place. In fact, it doesn't even have markings on it like it belongs in this library. And as you read the spine, you realize that this is one of the demonic tomes that came with the 5 monks from the abbey at Saint Genevieve. If you
I will,
recall, those monks each had a book apiece that they brought with them, that they took from the other library at the other abbey.
I will, so you know where everything is and what everything is in this library, yes?
I do.
So this book here?
That belong. What is that? Where did you find that? That
I haven't
doesn't
touched-
belong here. I mean, this is not a banned. You shouldn't be reading this book. This is I am a demonic presence gonna summon some shit that shouldn't be here, heretic kind of book. And he doesn't seem. He's kind of overlooking the fact that it's that kind of a book. He seems more concerned that a book that he's not aware of came out of his library.
I understand.
Where did you find that?
I can confirm this is genuine shock because he was really doing very well when I pointed out books and find out what was in them.
It was
That's
right
the
here on the
compliment
shelf.
there, Raphael.
In fact, we're pretty sure that this book would have come with the monks, one of the monks we were looking for.
You're looking for monks?
Yes.
Yeah,
What monks?
remember
we
when
keep
I
told
said
it-
we were looking for monks?
We keep getting told that they're not here.
Yes.
Or that they never came, right?
You one of you put this here. You had to. I know where everything is, and that doesn't belong here. Why are you planting evidence in my library?
Yes, because I've got nothing better to do than to hide a book in the library.
Look here, mister. I may be small, but I don't plant evidence. I didn't do this. It was already here. Someone else put it here. You don't know where everything is, so you don't know everything that's going on at this place.
Get out! Get out! Get out! And he starts shoving you out.
Yeah, I stand
Do
still.
you have time to grab the book?
He's not
I would-
concerned with the book. He wants you out. He's shoving Electo out.
I
My
think he
bodyguard,
little guy.
disconnected.
Huh?
His
bodyguard
reality
like
went.
So he tries to show the dwarf instead. What are there like 4 or 5 of these things that were missing that brought you this way? Maybe we should
Are
check
you
the
gonna-
rest of the library to see if they're here.
Are you going to look for him?
Yes.
I'm not very good at this, so I will pass it on to somebody who is.
Now that you know what you're looking for, you locate all 5 tomes.
Ah,
He is absolutely apoplectic as you pull these books out of his library.
I'm sure the cyber papacy would, or the church would love to find out why these 5 books are in your library.
Those do not belong here.
No, they don't belong
Those are
here.
not
That's
out.
obvious.
And
We
he
know
opens
this.
one, if you let him handle them. And he opens one, and clearly they are not. But they do not belong to his license. See. These do not belong here. These belong in St. Genevieve's. These are not mine. Ah!
Why do you think
Right.
we're here, lad?
Why are you bringing me these books?
We did not.
He's insistent that you have planted these books.
I think
know,
we've
they say you can't
antagonized
fix stupid.
Raphael enough.
I think he disconnected from his reality.
I think so. I think you are correct.
Yeah, but you clearly, there's something going on. He claims to know everything there is to know about the Abbey and his library, and the fact that you found 5 books in his library, he clearly doesn't.
Who else has the ability to mess with your library beyond yourself?
All the brothers have access
See
to the
that?
library.
There's a very big pool of suspects there. But since you're the one in control, you'd be the one that takes the blame.
I will not take blame for you planting books in my library.
So now you're just going to... It doesn't really matter if you think we planted them or not. They're here. I am not the social butterfly, so...
He's ignoring Crag.
Crag is
Mike,
just being a
you're-
belligerent dwarf at
you're-
this particular point in time.
Eh,
Yeah, I will try again and say something is going on here. I believe it has something to do with whatever is beneath your current workshop. I think somebody has maybe corrupted some part of the system here, and they are taking your devices that you guys are building and putting them on something that it is not what the intent of the
Oh.
original purpose and builder is.
So
and
You have maps for what would have been beneath that building before you arrived.
okay, so you are going to give me a persuasion roll, and it's
Okay.
going to be at -6.
Ugh.
-2 because you pissed him off a lot and you're tearing up his library, and -4 because, well, heightened paranoia.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
You could do it, Electo.
You got this.
Anybody going to attempt to assist?
I already did. That's why you're getting a -6.
I can.
Dan,
I'll
Dan.
try to
Dan,
help.
I'm
pick
going
that
to
up,
try to
sir.
help. I'm going to take the good cop
Okay.
you
route.
picked that up. That was fantastic. You picked that up.
Ooh.
I'll boost.
Well, Pierre, you're boosting to give him a +1.
Yeah,
Sure.
it's just it's,
I got a ton of possibilities.
Okay. Damn, Boria, you exploded and got a 9.
Well, I'm doing the good cop thing. Going, hey, Raphael, I know you're a good guy. We're not blaming you for anything.
Why is your persuasion value of 4?
Oh, it's
You gotta-
because I've got these
So,
big old horns.
You got a plus.
Okay,
These
I just
sex
yeah.
horns
wait a
coming
minute.
out.
Ain't you supposed to have at least a 5 or higher for charisma?
So I
got-
get a -2 for the
I forgot about your
the
bug
outsider. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a +1 for Pierre.
All right. So down
Actually, you're
to -5.
-2 on that, Pierre, because you're at -6 too.
Yeah, it's still an 11 though, right?
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're still
Yeah.
+1. So I
All
think
right.
you're only getting 1 help from Pierre because he kind of likes the fact that he speaks French.
That's fine. All right. That is not a terrible roll. All right. So I will.
Is that one coming out? Or is that Pierre's?
That one is Pierre's. It's on the tabletop at the moment. So I will give you one of mine. It's 5. Previous rolls a 9.
Yeah.
There you go. Good for you.
Is the DN a 10?
Yeah.
Do levels matter? Oh wait, I
Um,
think I traded away my willpower.
I've got a willpower trade too if you need it.
Yeah, I still have one too.
Oh, I have a supporter too.
Hang on before you drop cards. And we're talking to Brother Raphael about underground and you keep saying underground. There's nothing here underground except the apocalypse room.
I'm sorry,
Now,
the
go
apocalypse
there
room?
and leave me alone. Yes, it's where the fusion reactor is for the entire complex.
Okay, how do we get there?
Will you leave my library alone if I tell you how?
Yes.
It's out in the courtyard, in the cloister yard. There's a small stair hidden behind some shrubbery, an opening in the ground that leads down to that area underground.
Thank you.
Oh,
You have been helpful.
thank you. You will. I will.
He rolls his eyes and just, please just go.
In my report to, I am Special Envoy Boria. In my report, I will look favorably upon you for being so helpful
Yes,
and
yes,
being
yes. Thank you. Now
and
go.
being so
Craig will start
forthcoming.
putting books back on the shelf, but they're upside down and out of order.
Please stop! Just go! Go! For love of all that is holy, leave my library.
I'll make sure we take the books.
The
Yeah,
the
Fine.
5. Yeah.
Okay.
The 5.
I do want to look at, read them or try to read them, figure out
Okay.
what might be in them.
Figure out how to summon a demon. Gotcha.
Yes, of course.
Well,
Okay.
he needs a follower. I mean, he does have a glory, so he can get a follower now. So
True.
it's in 8, you said?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's kind of a long distance away from the workshop, but maybe there's a secret door.
So no, he told you where there's, you go around and sure enough there's like the very OCD set up cloister yard in the center complex, and it's very much, each little quadrant has the same kind of layout in a pattern, and sure enough this little cluster of shrubs that is in every one of them, behind one of them there's this hatch in the ground. It's got a card key code thing on it, and it's locked.
I mean, we can do this.
I will take a look at it if you wish.
Aye, my only suggestion was hit it with the ox, but I think you might have a better way.
Yeah, I do, I think. So is it like hackable with the computer, or would it
Oh,
be
yeah,
like...
hackable.
Absolutely.
Okay, then I will do that instead of
Okay.
using lockpicking. I technically have both, if that matters to you. I doubt it does.
It's an electronic lock. You could absolutely figure out how to gain access to it with your deck and hack it that way, if you
Okay.
wanted to do that.
Yeah, I like using computers over lockpicking, but I have the lockpicking
It's
when computers doesn't work.
it would be harder with lock picking because there's no lock mechanism necessarily. There's a locking mechanism, but not a lock to pick, if that makes sense.
It does.
So 14 is sufficient.
Yeah.
It's not that. I mean, it's not rocket science to open.
No.
The hatch opens up this way, um, and there is a stairway down.
Hey, Craig.
Aye.
What do you think these people would have, our comrades would have done without our diplomacy skills?
Probably got a lot farther than we did. Faster. Just saying.
True, but we get the job done.
Aye, if you call it that.
Yeah, it worked.
So as you go down,
Don't worry, Borya. We know that you did it faster, just not nicer.
Are we going down the stairs?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
We'll have a hover light if we need it behind us.
You do. It's you do and you don't. It's dimly lit, and as you're going down, you notice that there are disturbing, pained faces of grinning demons embossed on the walls. As you get down deeper in, the eyes seem to glow with red pinpoints of light, and you notice that every demon's face has these little pinpoints of light, and if you inspect them, they're camera lenses.
Kind of odd to see demon motifs all over Abby's wall, right?
As
Or
you
is it
come
just
in, there are these demonic scenes of or scenes of demons rending people and fire and naked bodies being thrown of people being thrown into these lakes of fire and demons cavorting around, and nothing obscene, but from the standpoint of graphic nudity or anything, but it's definitely it looks like there's apocalyptic paintings and drawings and motifs of the end of the world all on every vertical surface in there, and you get down below and it actually isn't a reactor set up down here. It's a little fusion reactor. It's very typical of power source for a facility of this size to be found in the cyber papacy. And you can see several conduits leading out that you assume are supplying power and whatnot to various places. But it's just a simple, room that doesn't have any other exits out of it. There's some control panels on some places and some, maintenance hatches and stuff like that. But they all just have conduit and whatnot.
The wall closest to the workshop, I want to see if maybe we can try to find some sort of hidden panel or door or something.
All right, if you would like to give me a find roll, who's going to give us are we all finding, or is one finding?
I don't think dwarves get any benefit for trying to find hidden doors and cellars, but I'll give it a
Well,
find.
that's why I'm asking. Are we all going to roll find individually, or are we going to roll one find?
If you guys want to help me, I'll.
Yeah.
I'll try to
Let's-
assist.
I will assist.
And I did.
Oh, Crag helps.
I did not harm.
I did no harm. Yay!
Wow.
All right, a 1.
You got a 1.
But hey, that one made it possibly a good success.
You do find behind one of the way that the motif is set up, it is in fact concealing a panel. That when you click it out, it becomes a small handle that when you turn it, it opens up a doorway and a passage that leads somewhere we will find out about next week.
Aye.
Dun dun dun.
And if you want to find out what that is, tune in next week. When Warrior says...
Hey, look at my fist.
Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us this evening. Like I said, if you want to see what happens, join us next week to find out what's down this corridor. Did we find what we were looking for, or is the dwarf going to get swallowed by another creature? Yeah, we'll see. We should be doing a Mutants and Masterminds game, of course, again on Monday, and you can join us Sunday for our 3.5 edition D&D game. We will be back, as far as I know at this point in time, Sunday for that. I think that's it, unless anybody else has any further announcements they'd like to make at this particular point in time. Alright, so thank you for joining us. Remember, we're in this adventure called Life Together, so please keep that golden rule in mind. Treat those around you the way you'd like to be treated yourself. With that, have a good week.